on, man. You guys never let
No,
anybody talk.
you can be a
Bridget
drunkard
down,
and
you're
still
the
go straight to
same
heaven.
way as always. I tried to talk
Sister,
on
it says in
Fantasy's
Romans that our
live
sin
years
is no, blessed
ago.
is the man. Blessed is the man in whom God does not
And then
impute sin.
Patrick, Patrick is cracking
Patrick,
up
tell
all
her,
the time.
Patrick.
Poor Patrick.
Patrick, tell her she's under the
Tell her,
law
Patrick.
still.
Help her out.
Poor Patrick.
She's not
Sorry.
into the law yet, guys.
No, I got new law, the new covenant.
No, but you're adding to the new covenant. The
No,
new
I
covenant
don't.
is
Absolutely not. Never.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to prove to you that you're adding to the new covenant.
I would
In
never.
Isaiah 42:6, it says, I will give him as a covenant to his people. The new covenant is simply Jesus plus nothing.
No.
You're adding
Jesus.
repentance to the new covenant.
Oh man.
When the new covenant is simply Jesus. Where God says, I will remember their sins no more. I will cast them as far as
Yeah, but you have to confess them and repent of them. John the Baptizer is the.
God bless you all today.
Confession. I miss Big Law.
No, I'm not delusional.
petrified?
There is a different type of habitat that's on Mars that humans cannot live.
Dreamland. You're
Like
in
I said, I would
dreamland,
love
man.
to
You
take your
should
money,
wake up
man.
and smell the coffee, man. Come on, let's wake up.
No coffee, brother.
Complexity is getting people back from Mars. It's doable to land them on Mars, but to get them back is the really, really hard part. And so they're literally asking.
Couldn't even land on Mars, man.
The same
Humans
orbital
couldn't
mechanics we
land
use to
on
get
Mars.
there.
It's not going to happen.
Sheep.
Tell him
Fucking
about
atmosphere will kill us before we
Megatron.
get there. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Tell him about the Autobots.
Right. I mean, that's funny, but the reality is, I bet you any amount of money, not one human is going on Mars. And if a human do make it on Mars,
came up and bit you.
Could say the same thing about the moon, man.
Listen to what I'm saying to you, man.
Or what is it called? What is it called?
Let's say that a human do make it on Mars.
Why do you want to listen to verbal diarrhea, Sheen?
Say what?
So why do we want to listen to your verbal diarrhea? Because that's all it is. You're selling lies.
Okay, all right.
Crap.
When you land a human on Mars, I bet you every dime that you got, not one human is going to land on Mars. Bet it.
Yeah, we'll see.
What happens? What happens when a human lands? Takes a ship.
I'm telling you, it's not going to happen.
You're wrong.
Maybe AI can land onArs, but not.
We're gonna land AI there before we land humans.
I mean, we landed a couple of robots up there.
Yeah, but is a robot a fucking human?
How do you know the
because
robots
I'm telling you, bro. All right,
create
put your money.
Humanoid
Just
robots.
put your money where your mouth is.
What species is on Mars?
And be a man to pay
Why would
your
I do
debt
that?
when you lose.
But
Just be a man.
Verbal
Pay your debt
diarrhea.
when you lose.
Verbal diarrhea.
Put money on my mouth.
So
Put your money where your nostrils are, and do this line with me.
Listen, I'm not. If you ever notice that I'm not getting disrespectful with you, I'm just telling you a fact.
I'm sorry. I called stupid when stupid is there. I'm sorry.
Okay, but then prove. Okay, the only way that you could prove your fucking theory if a fucking human land on Mars and it's not going to happen.
Within 20.
Then prove it, then, dickhead.
Within
prove
30
it.
years.
All right, prove it then. Prove it.
All right, guys, come on, chill out, bro.
Well, here's the better
You're
question.
pissing me off with the disrespect. That's why.
Calm down, man.
Okay, if you're so mad, then why don't you just leave?
Woosah.
You're mad.
Woosah,
Go be
yeah,
mad
everybody
somewhere else.
woosah, man.
Go be mad somewhere else. Nobody wants
so
your
you mad
anger
at me because
here.
I'm trying to tell you the truth. Ain't no human is going to Mars.
But you're the one that said you were getting mad, though.
Gentlemen.
It's not going to happen.
One at a time.
30 years.
All right, guys.
You think 30 years we're landing a first preliminary team on Mars and bringing them back alive?
Yes. Yeah, hold on.
He is fucking delusional.
Hold on. Just give me 1 second. Let's let some new people speak, bro. You've been speaking for 2 hours.
That shit.
Yeah. Chaplain and Zebra. How you guys doing? What's up, Chaplain?
Okay.
Zebra.
Okay. We're all right.
What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? So we got some people in here who say they think we're not gonna go to Mars, and other people say we will.
Well, he can go first. You know, I'll speak second. That's cool.
I mean, Zebra, please, feel free to go first if you.
Okay. Just by the name that you see, Zebra Knight, you already know I went somewhere. You know, so there's very few people on Earth that I can see or know of that have been illuminated. Okay, I was illuminated in 81. I can't talk too much about it right now, but just to let you know, I've been a member of a certain part of Mars, NASA, about 10 years. And remember when they sent a rocket, a robot type of situation that buried a capsule? Remember that? They asked about 10 million people from around the world that were selected out of about 7 billion to put their information in there in that capsule that they was going to put in the capsule. Well, I submitted my information and it was accepted, and it was, they flew to Mars and they buried the capsule. It's called a time capsule. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I'm a futurist. Okay, long time, since I was 14. So I was already prepared for what happened in 81. It wasn't something like I didn't expect. It wasn't something that I was scared. It was something that I was looking forward to. Because, I read all those books like all you guys on the panel have. Isaac Asimov, Arthur C. Clarke, Jules Verne, all the Ray Bradbury, all those folks that wrote beautiful science fiction books. Okay, so number three. Now, Mars is 400 to 600 degrees.
It's Venus.
So, I got a call, but if I answer it, then I'll lose your conversation. So I'll call my sister back. It's my sister. I'll call back. Yeah.
Can't fucking land on Mars. Humans cannot go to Mars. I don't know what fucking part you don't understand. You can't go to Mars, bro. You're trying to fill us with bullshit. And I'm trying to tell you, scientifically, you cannot go to Mars. Not a human.
You
don't understand. You keep trying to 30 years and all this bullshit. You can't go to Mars. We can't even. And let's say that we do get to Mars, right? We're gonna die. We're gonna die. All right. That's just that.
Not if you have a advanced enough habitat.
Nah. We don't have that. We don't have the technology. Not for the atmosphere of Mars. Mars. Okay. All right. Anything you say. You're right. I bet you it won't happen. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you.
It'll happen in my lifetime. I'm telling you that for sure.
Okay, you been to Mars?
No, but I know it'll happen in my lifetime.
Okay, I'm not denying whatever happened in your lifetime. I'm not going to disrespect
you.
No,
I said we will land on Mars in my lifetime.
I bet you we don't. I bet you not one human will land on fucking Mars.
Well, we're just going to all die before then. Is that what you're saying?
They're going to die before you even fucking get close there. You can't do it, bro. Okay, the only way that you can get to Mars, right? And we don't have that technology. We don't have the ship. We don't have that type of technology to travel to Mars. We don't have that for a human being, not a robot.
They're building it right now,
bro. No, we don't.
Right now,
that's bullshit.
They're building it right now.
That's cap.
No, they're building it right now.
We don't. Okay, all right. I'm gonna be quiet.
Like Sheen, like, are you familiar with
for that purpose?
Yeah, there's even an astronaut, Alyssa Carson. She's like the one who has been chosen to be the first one.
There's 2 reasons why.
Guys, come on, let's not interrupt Chaplin, please.
Oh no, I mean,
go ahead, Chaplin.
Like I just
no, you're my friend, Chaplin. You're my friend. Go ahead. You
know. Well, I appreciate that, but like I just did a quick search, and there is a human being, Alyssa Carson. She was born in 2001, so she's a young person. All her life, she has been training to be the first human being to go to Mars, right? And so in 2030 is like the target date, right, for SpaceX and NASA, like to accomplish this. But yeah, like they are working on this particular mission, and it's like this human being.
They're working on it, but they'll never get there. They can work with all the fuck they want. They ain't getting it. Like you can work on whatever the fuck you want to work on, but you ain't getting no human being. Us humans are not going to Mars. That will never happen.
Like
and you can sit
all humanity
smoke up everybody's asshole.
You're talking about, Sheen? Like
it's not going to happen.
Getting one
It will be
person is
2030.
one thing, but bringing all
I'm
of
sorry,
humanity.
brother. I love y'all, but I'm not gonna blow no smoke up your ass. We are not moving. We're not going to Mars. It can't happen.
You don't understand science either. Sam.
I do understand science, and we
Okay.
don't have the
Explain
technology
to me the
for it.
science why we
All
can't
right,
get
brother.
there.
We can send all types of shit to Mars. Robots, rabbits, squirrels. We can do all that shit. But a human being is not going to happen.
Well, I hate to tell you, but you're incorrect.
All right. Well, then put your fucking money where your mouth is.
Why do you have to swear? Why can't you be
Because
like an adult and
you're
communicate?
blowing smoke up people's ass. And
No.
that's not right.
It's already planned.
It's not going to happen.
You
You
can say
can
that
plan.
all you
Listen, we can
want.
plan to put a foot up your ass.
So,
right?
I have a question
I can
for
plan to
Sheen.
put a foot up your ass all
It's
fucking day.
Sheen,
Yeah.
Sheen,
So,
Sheen,
Sheen.
you don't think we went to the moon?
I don't. Here's the question with that: how the fuck
Oh,
did we
here we
get fuel to get back from the moon?
We brought it with us. Come on.
It's called,
Nah,
it's
nah,
called,
nah,
bro.
I
It's
think
called
that's cap too.
physics.
That's cap.
It's called
But I don't
phys-
know.
it's
I don't
called
know.
physics.
But you know, the moon
So,
from
we're
Earth
the
to
moon
moon.
there.
That's a different type of mathematic. But we're talking about
It's
from
the
here
same,
to
man. It's
fucking
just
Mars.
it's just Newtonian physics, man. That's all it is. Just that's
Nah,
Isaac
Mars is a
Newton's
different
orbital
type
mechanics.
of hoopty loop. That's a
Nope,
different
it's
fucking
Newt-
channel.
it's not.
You know what
It's
I'm
just
saying?
Newtonian
You
physics.
said fucking Mars. You is tripping, man.
It's just Newtonian physics.
We will see, brothers. Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah. It's just Newtonian physics. That's all it is.
Hey, 2030. We got a date. So, let's.
It won't be 2030. I don't think it'll happen in 2030. I think probably nearer to 2040 or early 2040s.
And something terrible
because we're still working
going
on
to
it.
happen. Whatever human make it to Mars, they will die. They will die.
I love
You're
your
wasting your
optimistic
fucking
outlook.
time getting there. All right.
I love your
remember, I
optimistic
called it
outlook in
first.
life.
I called it first. I told you. That
I
shit ain't
love
gonna
your
happen.
optimistic outlook. I love it.
I
Not gonna happen.
pray that it doesn't end that way, even though
It's going to
a
fucking
huge
end
part
that
of
way.
me
That's reality.
knows
That's
it'll
fucking
probably.
reality, man.
But
That's reality. You trying to deny reality. What the fuck is wrong
No.
with you? Give me the shit you smoking. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you. It's not going to fucking happen. We can sit here. Remember the Challenger when all the astronauts fucking died? Do you know why they fucking died? Do you
Yeah.
really know why they fucking died?
Yeah, there's a bad seal on one of the boosters.
No, they were smoking fucking crack. That's how
No.
they fucking died.
Okay, now you're
Man,
being
this is
disrespectful.
crazy.
No. It's
This
not
is
being
crazy.
disrespectful.
Now
It's
you're
trying
being
to teach you
disrespectful.
something. The
And now you're
reality
being
is this.
disrespectful to people.
No, bro. Listen, I
Yes,
was
yes,
just
yes,
joking
yes,
about
bro.
that. But the reality is the reason why they didn't fucking make it because we can't leave. We can't leave.
Oh, no, he thinks the earth is flat as well. Wait for it.
Man, I think you should stop being so sensitive. You're very sensitive. Like a
I'm not.
female.
You're the one that's getting angry.
No, I'm not.
Not
I'm
me.
trying to help you the fuck out. You trying to say we're going to
who's the
Mars
one
in
that's-
2030.
So,
you
one second,
telling me
Chaplain.
that we're a human being is going to Mars
Chaplain,
in 2030.
who's the one
and I'm
that's
trying to
yelling
save
here?
you the time and
Chaplain,
I mean-
who's the one that's yelling?
I would say that Sheen definitely has a octave of passion that is more.
That's one way of putting it. So,
But yeah, and good to meet you here, Astro and Sheen, you as well.
You too,
but
Sheen. Chaplain.
when you say like Sheen, like the Challenger was unsuccessful because all of them were smoking crack. It's just like, can we just have I know you're exaggerating just to kind of
No, the knowledge, the reason why I said that because they had to have been smoking something to think that nothing was going to badly fucking happen. You can't leave. The firmament won't allow it. It's
Oh, he's a
not
flat
going
earther.
to happen.
He's talking about the
so you
firmament.
believe in God? You
No.
believe in God?
Listen to what I'm telling you. You're talking about taking human beings, 5 or 6
The
human beings
firmament.
to Mars, right?
He
One,
just said you just said the
No,
firmament.
we're talking about 2 different things that's going on right now.
Now he's avoiding it.
We're
'cause he
talking
just got
about
caught.
Mars. We're talking about humans going to Mars, which is never going to fucking happen. Not just because of the firmament, because of the fact of Mars is uninhabited. You just can't do it.
So,
It's
Sheen, so
just-
you're a flat earther. I understand now why you think that way.
All right, brother. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to see humans go to Mars. I would love to see that
No,
shit.
you don't, because you said a firmament and you think the earth is flat also, I bet you. You think the earth is a snow globe.
Listen. Math will tell you Math,
Oh, the
basic math.
math tells you.
Man,
it's 30.
Sheen, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think you full of shit.
You think I'm full of shit because I'm telling
I'm
you.
not gonna lie.
Hold on. I'm full of shit because
Even
I'm
the whole
telling
sides of me.
you that humans is not going to land on Mars. So I'm full of shit.
Yeah, man.
you are.
You're
Okay,
talking
I
about
tell
the
you what.
firmament.
Since you want to
all
talk out of
this.
pocket, right? Won't you
We
put
going
your
to
fucking
Mars,
money
bro.
where
You
your
can't
mouth
stop
is,
it.
and
How
let's
much?
bet it. It's not going to happen. Bet
It's
it.
gonna happen, bro.
It's not going to happen.
Sheen,
I mean, just
I
like
think
they
the
said-
contention is coming from when you stated just like the 7 astronauts or however many that were like part of that Challenger, you know, like explosion, like were on something or must have been, you know, like on something
They
to
didn't
even
have a
think
fucking chance.
that
The
they
moment
would be
got
able to escape the firmament, as you
Listen,
worded it,
the
right?
moment they
Like,
boarded
that
the moment they boarded a fucking rocket, I already knew as a little
You
kid
are
it was over.
disrespecting
No,
American
brother, it's
heroes.
the truth. You don't like truth.
You're
you like people to lie to
disrespecting
you.
heroes.
No. The problem with you
You're
is you like the type of
disrespecting
guy
heroes.
that you don't like truth. You like
You
watered
are
down shit and sugar coat
disrespecting
shit.
heroes.
You don't want nobody to tell you straight up, bro.
I
it ain't
bet
gonna
you
happen.
claim false valor too. I bet you.
Okay,
do.
then prove it, then, dickweed. Prove it. Prove it that they're gonna land on Earth, on another planet. Prove it.
Oh, I land on Earth all the time. I get out of bed in the morning.
Come on, man. You gotta prove that shit you talking. Prove it. You just mad at me because I'm keeping it real with you. It's
Well,
not
okay,
gonna
like,
happen.
Sheen,
It's not
like
gonna
so
happen.
then when Cultivated, the host asked, just like, do you believe
not
that
gonna happen,
we've
bro.
landed on the moon? You said, well, your question was just like, how did we have enough fuel to get back to the
Did
Earth,
a
right?
ballerina dance around.
That's a
Did
theory that
ballerina
somebody
dance.
lands
Yeah,
on the
he
moon.
did say that. He did.
That's a
say
theory.
Yeah.
That's a theory.
No, it's not.
Like, let me
Yeah.
give you another theory that nobody else know. It took me
Okay.
15 years to figure out that the driver
Earth is
killed
flat.
John F. Kennedy. Steady
The
Oswald.
who?
The
The
fucking driver killed Kennedy.
The
All right?
driver?
It took me 15 years to figure that out. You
The
know why we couldn't
driver?
figure it out the first time? I'm gonna tell you why, since you don't know. We couldn't
Well,
figure it out the
conspiracy
first
theorists.
time because you had to slow the video down to see it. See, they played the video so fast that you couldn't see the driver turn around and
All
unalive
right.
John F.
Conspiracy
Kennedy.
theorists
Point blank
and a flat
range.
earther. Wow.
See,
What a
you one of those
combination.
guys, man. You one of them hard-headed motherfuckers that don't listen. When
There's
somebody
only
tells you the
Says the
154
truth,
people-
frames.
says the
You don't
person who
listen.
doesn't listen.
I don't know, man.
I've never heard
This is
heard
crazy.
that theory before. That the driver turned around.
I got the
just like-
video. You want me to send it to you?
Actually,
Man,
You laughing. Do
Ign-
you want me
No,
to send the
no.
video to you?
Sheen.
I'm laughing
Sheen,
because
to
that's
say-
something that seeing what I saw in like, you know, like I
Well,
didn't
see, that's the difference between me and you. I'm on top of my shit and you're not. Do you want to see the video? Yes or no?
So Sheen, to say
See,
ignorance
y'all
is bliss,
think I'm
you must be
bullshit. See,
very
that's
happy.
the problem with people like you. You don't like to listen to the truth. You like bullshit. I understand. I understand.
No, I
But
don't
let me
like
know
to
when you're ready.
entertain
Listen, go to my page,
these
right? Go to my
wild
page and
truth
you'll find
conspiracy
it. Go
theories.
see the video for yourself. I made sure I highlighted it so you can see it. You know I got visited by the FBI. They wanted to know where did I get that fucking video from. So listen,
Okay.
when you get
He
a
said I
chance,
got visited by the FBI.
listen, when you get a chance, okay, you can laugh all you want. When you get a chance, go to
The
my
silver
page and
bracelet's
go
good.
look for it.
Oh,
It's right there.
shit.
You got to go through it, but you'll find the video. I did the voice for you, so you'll know it's me. So you'll see it
I
for
have a
yourself.
question to you. Sheen, I have a
Oh,
question.
shit.
When
What's
they
up,
came
bro?
to visit, were they wearing black suits or white suits?
What are you talking about?
When they came to visit you, were they wearing black suits or white suits?
They wasn't wearing suits at all. They was wearing suits, but they were like, you knew they was for the, they were the law. They were government.
Well, the
I
reason
do
why I'm
respect
asking is-
your commitment, man. I respect your convictions. I like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen, this is what
I
I'm gonna
wish he
do.
was as
I
right
don't
as
want
he
to
is
talk about it
passionate,
no more. I gave you an option to go look on my page and go see the
No.
video for your damn self.
Because I believe in
told
the,
you that I
believe
got
in
it.
reality.
I'm the
not
first
make
one
believe.
that discovered it. I told you that. You don't
Oh,
want to
so
believe me?
you
Okay,
are-
what do you want
And
me to
Elon
do?
Musk is
Then
the
you want
first
to
one
blow
to
smoke
discover
up
the-
my ass and
to
tell me
how
that
we
we're
can
going to
get to
land on
Mars.
fucking Mars, which we cannot do. And I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you out to stop thinking bullshit. We're not.
This is
we're
why I
not
want
going
to go to
nowhere.
Mars, bro.
That's bullshit. All right, bro.
I
It's
have to lie
bullshit.
something.
All right, man.
I'm not staying here. Fuck
Sheen,
that.
You're the reason why we have warning labels on things. Now I understand.
That's a beautiful thing. At least you'll be warned about what the fuck dumb shit you about to do.
You completely missed what I was saying, but that's okay.
But no, you said it exactly the way it said. I am the reason why it's warning labels. You're absolutely
you
right.
didn't get the message
to
at all,
warn
but it's
dumb
okay.
motherfuckers like you not to do dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You mad at me because I'm keeping it real. Who the fuck gets mad at somebody when they're keeping it real?
I'm not raising my voice. You are.
Come on, man. You know I love you. Come on, man.
I haven't raised my voice once. You're the one that's yelling, not me.
I'm not yelling. This is my normal voice, man. I just don't like
I
it
really wish
when you spread bullshit.
So,
you know, when you spread bullshit, that's what pisses me off.
I really wish you were as right as you are passionate.
I am right. You the one saying I'm wrong. All right.
Yeah,
You said 2030,
but
right?
Black men
and an
2030, we're gonna have this conversation in 2030, and I'm gonna say to you,
Bro,
where's
he's
my
saying
fucking
we
money?
talking about
How
bullshit,
much money do
but
you
he
want to
don't
bet?
think he talking about some bullshit. That's crazy.
All right. Listen, you want to go see John F. Kennedy assassination? Is on my page. Go take a look at it.
Bro, my grandfather was there. I already know what happened to
Fucking
JFK.
driver did it, bro.
Okay.
So no grassy knoll.
God, it must
grassy
be
knoll,
fun
that's all
living in
cap.
your head, Sheen. It really
I mean,
Hey, what if you look on my
the
video and
point?
I'm right and you're wrong? You're gonna feel fucking stupid, aren't you?
No.
What is the point, though? What is
The point is that don't believe everything that you fucking hear. That's
Well,
fair.
you know, Sheen, I will say wisdom is chasing you, but you're gifted with speed.
Listen, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say. We ain't going to no Mars. I don't give a fuck what you say.
We're going to
You can
Venus.
dream all you want.
Bro, Sheen, you gotta.
We ain't going to no fucking Mars.
Sheen, just accept the unexpected, bro.
I've
Can I
realized
ask you
the
a question?
problem here, though.
Can I ask you a
I've
question,
realized
bro?
The problem is
Could
we
your
listen.
fucking head fit in your sneaker? No, let's keep it real, right? You know what you're
Yeah, I
exactly
can. I
what
can
you're
fit- I
telling me.
can
You're
fit.
telling me your fucking head can fit in your
I
sneaker.
can fit my head in my sneaker
I
if
said
I
your
chop
head,
it up.
man. Your
I
fucking
put it,
head.
chop it up.
Come on, man. See, you got to be sarcastic. Why don't you keep it real with yourself?
Well, I'm Irish.
Man, I'm
Sarcasm
keeping
is
it
part of
real,
No,
bro.
you're
They
not.
going
No,
to
you
the,
said
they going to Mars,
You're going
bro.
to try
They
to
going
say
to
that I don't
Mars.
got the footage that John F. Kennedy got killed
They
by the
got
driver.
robots.
That's
They
number
got
one.
robots.
I told you I got it. You don't want to believe that.
All right, so
Then
at
I
least
told
agree
you
with me.
that
At
we're
least
not
agree
going to
with
fuck
me.
the Mars.
At least agree
We
with me.
can't go
that-
to Mars, bro. We can't
listen,
go.
At least agree with me that they're bringing robots to Mars.
Well, you can send a fucking robot to Mars, yeah, but not a human being. That's what I'm telling you. You're missing
I
the
like
whole
being on
fucking
panel
point.
with you, Sheen.
No, you're
Sheen,
missing
I
the
love
point.
Sheen, I love being on panel with you, and it's because when I'm on panel with you, I feel smarter. That's it's good being on panel with you.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
I like. How did it get from like this prompt to like if Elon Musk is successful?
Sheen is very passionate. He's wrong, but he's also passionate.
I mean, like
He said we're going to Mars.
Okay. Prove I'm wrong then. You said
Just
you
watch,
accused
wait.
me of something. You said you're wrong. You're passionate,
Just wait.
but you're wrong. Okay, prove I'm wrong, and I'll
Just
shut the
wait,
fuck
and you'll
up.
see it happening.
It's not
Oh,
going
see,
to
I don't think
happen,
you're
bro.
capable of
It's
doing
not, bro. It's not going to happen.
I don't
It's not
think
gonna
you're
happen.
capable of doing that, though.
It's not going to happen.
You can dream all you want.
And we don't even have the suits to keep us alive on Mars. Not even the fucking suits. I'm telling you, man. Listen, I called it. I told you what it is. You can believe whatever you want, man. I
It's
just
fun
told
in
you
your
the
head,
truth.
I bet. It's really fun
Huh?
in your head, I bet.
Nah, come on, man. Come on.
I think we're arguing over semantics, honestly, like I know we always do. Like if I'm tracking like Sheen, like you're talking in the context of just like we haven't sent human beings like to Mars at this point, and people talking about like this being accomplishable, like in the context of just like sending multiple like groups of human beings to Mars is just like a
They
leap.
said the same about the moon, and they were there within 10 years.
All right,
Listen.
but that's where Sheen
the
is
moon
saying
and
just
Mars is two different fucking things that's going on here, man. You said the moon. That's not that far away from Earth. But the fucking Mars, dude, you tripping.
Hey, hold on. Wait a second. The moon is within our orbit, correct? Right?
It's not that
It's
far
orbiting
from Earth, though.
It is far
Okay,
away, but
but
not
here's-
No.
here's the thing,
Oh,
brother.
so you're
Here's the
saying the
thing.
moon is further than
All right, so
Mars?
let's talk science.
The
Let's
moon
talk
is further
science.
than Mars?
Are you
No.
able to talk science, or are you too illiterate?
I'm
down
too
to
illiterate
science.
to know, man. You tripping.
Oh, you're too
Nah,
illiterate to talk. Yeah, you sound pretty fucking
Why-
ignorant.
why-
You
what's
want,
up
do you
with
want to
all
talk
these
or
name
not?
callings,
I'll talk
man?
science with you.
I don't know.
And then when I call
Because
you
you
back
sound
out your
so
name, you
dumb.
get
I can literally blast this
how
argument
am I
apart
dumb? And
so
you talk
fast.
about we going to Mars.
Come
You
on.
If you would
motherfuckers
shut up
dumb.
in 2
Alright.
seconds,
Yo,
if you
chill,
would shut up, I
chill,
would tell
chill,
you.
chill.
Woo,
Just
Simon.
shut up.
Chill,
let me
man.
speak.
Grown,
I'll tell
grown
you.
man, bro. Just chill.
There's no propulsion in a vacuum. Is space a vacuum?
Oh, another
Listen.
Is space a vacuum?
Listen,
Do you know
the
anything
human
about
body.
physics
You got to
at all?
understand the way the human body is.
Bro,
listen, man.
you are a
listen,
fucking
dickhead.
moron.
No,
What are you
listen,
talking about a
dickhead.
body for?
I'm going to
Ask
help
you a
you
question.
learn something about the human
Oh
body.
shit!
The
Hey,
reason
y'all
why
are
we
talking to a
can't go to
goddamn
Mars. You want
retard.
me to
I
teach
can't
you?
help that. I'm sorry.
No, do
I'm
you
not
want me
gonna
to
talk
teach
to a
you?
retard.
Do
No,
you
I
want me
don't.
to teach you?
You're a retarded
So,
person. I'm not talking
King,
Chaplain,
King,
you know what's
you
happening
can't
here?
say
retarded.
you
We
can't
have
say
two
that
flat-
word, bro. You're gonna
This
get me
guy's
banned.
retarded.
Oh my
So,
god,
Chaplain, you know what
bro.
was happening that's there? There was two flat
Jesus.
earthers arguing with each other.
King, you can't say that word, bro. You gotta chill with that word on TikTok, bro.
Yeah, but we just had two flat earthers arguing with each other.
No,
I
the
mean-
argument is you keep saying that humans is going to Mars. That's not going to happen. And if we do make it, we're
and-
going to be dead by the time we land.
And you can think that
And that's
all
the
you
fact.
want.
You don't want to
can think
believe
that
the
all you
truth.
want.
I don't understand.
King,
You don't want to
refresh
believe the
back up,
truth.
bro.
You're
And-
allowed to think what you want in
I
this
won't call you
country.
R-word no more because I actually agree with you. That's the thing. But let me explain something to you. There's a reason why we can't make it to Mars. Okay? Do you understand why? The science behind it? The science behind orbit? Yes. The science behind why we didn't land on the moon in the first place? The science behind anything? Do you know anything at all?
Told you.
I mean, I know the reason why we can't go to Mars. They don't.
Okay, but what about the moon?
The moon,
You think we landed on the
there's no
moon?
proof that a motherfucker landed on the moon either.
Oh, there's video, but Stanley Kubrick.
That video
admitted,
it's been
Stanley
edited.
Kubrick
It's bullshit.
literally
They
admitted
found a
on his
Pepsi
deathbed
can on
that
the
he
moon. I mean, I don't
he-
fucking know.
he directed that shit in a freaking pool, bro.
Yeah,
it was
I don't
direct.
believe
It was
I don't
directed.
believe the moon thing either.
No,
I
we
think
can't.
that's
We can't
bullshit.
leave orbit, bro. We can't leave orbit. That's. The
I
thing.
just
We
told
can't
these
do that.
dickheads that, but they don't listen.
Okay, well, I'm trying to agree with you, and you're sitting here fucking bitching at me.
No, not at you. I'm bitching at them. I'm not bitching at you. I'm bitching at them.
Same
Two
teams.
flat earthers
Same
arguing.
They're trying to
teams, guys.
convince me. Hold on. They're trying to convince me in 2030 we're going to fuck
Well,
the Mars.
You came at me like
couldn't-
I was one of
we
them.
couldn't
I was
plan
not,
this
I'm not
shit.
one of them.
No,
no
I'm
way
sorry,
that we
brother.
could
If that's the way you
actually
felt,
leave
I
the orbit,
apologize.
okay?
But the reason why I'm upset because these motherfuckers is trying to convince us that in 2030, that's about what, 4 years from now, we going
4
to Mars.
years. No, we ain't going to Mars. Hey, listen, if
That's
we go
what
to
the
Mars,
fuck
it's
they.
in the
I'm
desert.
trying to help
Listen,
them out.
It's
They saying,
AI
yeah, we
in
going
the
to
desert
Mars
somewhere
Okay.
convincing your dumb ass that don't know shit about physics or science or astrophysicists or anything at all. You've never done the research. You don't know shit about goddamn anything. And you're going to say we're going to go to Mars? Are you kidding me, bro?
That's what they
You
saying.
guys
We're
don't
going to
realize.
Mars in
You
4
guys don't-
years.
You do not realize how things work.
They
It's-
don't realize how
Let
things
me
work.
ask you a question. Does anybody here believe? Oh, hey Faye, does anybody here believe in God?
I do.
No.
Yes.
No.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do. Okay, so let me tell you something. This
More
this
make-believe.
thing that we live on, this beautiful planet with all this beautiful life and everything we take for granted, we're shitting all over it and we want to get away from it, right? Because we're ruining it apparently. No, that's just a big lie. 1 John 5:19, it says, "Though I know I'm a child of God, the whole world is lying in the power of the wicked one." The whole world. Which means that everything you've been taught in your whole life, this is going to be a hard one to swallow, okay, is a lie from the devil. And it's in the Bible. And guess what? The Bible's real. And guess what? I was an atheist for 30 years. I have the all-seeing eye tattooed on my hand. Okay? I'm an excommunicated Freemason. You understand me?
So
You have to understand that when someone comes in here and they say some shit like this, you're either gonna accept it or you're not. And what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna like deny it in your heart. You're gonna know that I'm telling you the truth, but you
Nope.
may deny it within your little logic bullshit, and you want to try to argue and whatever. That's fine. That's cool. I don't mind that. I'll argue with you, but In the end of the day,
I haven't been arguing.
there is no
call
propulsion
me
in a
stupid.
vacuum. There is no way you could ever make a rocket or anything propulsion. It has to be anti-gravity, dimensional shifting stuff. There's no way you could ever get through the cosmos, bro.
This is funny.
Okay, so Astro, let's hear it.
It. You said you wanted to hear it.
I want to
said
hear your
it.
argument. I want to hear your argument so I can destroy it.
There's no argument. See, I know that I understand science, and you have absolutely no clue.
Oh, I understand
So,
science
okay.
too, brother. I was
Please
very,
explain.
very, very.
So tell me
Okay, what
about
do you
your
wanna
degree
know?
in science, then. Tell me about your degree in science.
I don't have a degree. Do you want to know about
Okay.
astrophysics? I can explain whatever you want to
Please
know.
do.
What do you want to know?
Please do.
What do you
Explain
want to
me what
fucking
a
know,
four-
you dumbass
Explain to me what a
motherfucker?
Explain to me what a four-dimensional Hausdorff differential is.
So I can't even understand what the fuck you're saying.
Well, see, you said you understand physics, so explain to me what a
I don't
four-dimensional
understand your
Hausdorff
words,
differential is.
bro.
Well, see, you don't know physics then, do you?
I can't understand
Okay.
what you're saying.
Explain
you
to me
speak
what
like
a metric...
fucking idiot.
Explain to me
King,
what a metric tensor is.
A metric
Dude, this guy's
tensor.
pissed me off, man. A metric tensor. I have no idea. And what?
So
what
you
does
don't
a
understand
metric
physics
tensor
either.
do?
Again, it's proof again.
So, oh no, I do. I fully understand physics, which is
You
why I
don't, 'cause I
understand that
asked you two
propulsion.
things and then you should have
propulsion does
understand.
not work in a vacuum. You fucking moron. It's
You
simple.
don't understand
That's
physics.
the argument ends there. You have no
no.
jet propulsion in a vacuum. You cannot get to a destination
Okay,
without
what is a
propulsion.
geodesic?
This is how human beings get to
I'll ask you an
places
easy
where they want to
question.
be.
I'll ask you an
Have
easy
you ever heard
question.
of SpaceX before?
I'll
It
ask
uses
you an easy
propulsion.
question.
I'll ask you.
I'll ask you-
Okay, you're just going to ignore
I'll
me.
ask you an
You're-
easy
okay,
question.
So what
What's
you're,
a
what
geodesic?
you're doing is called willful ignorance. That's
No,
what you're
so,
doing.
I'm asking a
that's 'cause
simple
you're
question.
so-
What's a
You're so
geodesic?
godless and
The
dumb
moment that we
you
land
can't
on
even
Mars,
understand.
we're gonna die. The moment
We
the
ain't
humans
landing on
touch
Mars.
Mars, it's
We're
over.
never
So
gonna
that's
ever,
okay.
ever.
We're gonna be
ever
dead.
able to
Before,
get
you're
to
gonna
Mars,
be dead before
dude.
you get there.
We're never going to Mars, bro.
Yeah,
That's why
I told you
Hollywood's
we ain't gonna make it.
That's why Hollywood's been
That's fine.
making movies about Mars for fucking 20 years.
So you can think that all you want, but I asked you three simple questions. You could answer them. You know nothing about science.
I
so
have to
don't
answer
talk
your
about it.
questions to be correct about no propulsion in a vacuum. Okay, let's do that.
Well, here's what I find interesting. Here's
Do you know
a science,
anything about the
here's a science
Fibonacci
fact.
sequence? Do you know anything about the golden
Yes.
ratio? Do you know anything
Let's
about
do it.
gravity?
Let's do it the way
Do you know
he
anything
said
about
do
the
it.
stratosphere? Do you know anything about fucking satellites? Do you know anything about anything at all about our
I
actual
don't think you
planet?
know nothing
or
about
are you just a
nothing.
big Mars expert?
That's what he is. He's a
Here's
Mars
what I
expert.
find.
He's
You're
a
a fucking
fucking
idiot.
Mars expert.
Here's
You're
a
a
science.
fucking moron,
Here's a
dude.
science fact. So, King, here's a science fact. I think.
Yeah,
you'll
give me
find
a science
interesting.
fact that I.
Okay,
give me a
I
fucking
really
buzzword
find it-
that I may not know because
No, it's not a
I don't know
buzzword.
all
It's not a
buzzwords
buzzword.
within astrophysiology.
This is not a buzzword.
Okay, yeah,
This is not a buzzword.
give me a hard one, buddy.
No, this is not a
Well,
buzzword.
why don't
I
you
just
put
find
some
it
logic
really.
behind your
Can I
question
say it
before you
please?
ask it? Yeah,
Can I
I
ask it?
want you to listen. I want you to have
If you
logic.
stop your verbal
Logic.
diarrhea, I can ask the question.
Shut the verbal diarrhea. Listen, logic behind the question. Okay, there has to be actual
Here's the logic
fucking
behind the
logic behind the
question.
question. Go ahead.
And it's more of a statement.
Yeah, let's hear
And
what
I
you
think
got to
I
say,
find it
brother.
really
I want
interesting.
to hear this shit too.
I find it, Sheen, King, I find it really interesting that the egg chose you. I really do.
Oh,
No, we try.
okay,
No,
wow,
say what
you
you're
really
gonna
got
say.
me.
We want
You
to
got
hear
me.
how we get into Mars. Please
Hey,
tell
guess
us.
how that happened? Guess
Please tell
why
us.
the egg didn't choose me. I chose the egg, motherfucker. I'm the one that
That's
made it
not
to
how
the
it
egg.
works.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure the sperm swims to the egg, you dumbass.
Yeah, but the egg makes the choice. So you
Man,
don't
you're a
understand
fucking idiot.
basic
You are so
biology.
goddamn stupid. Everything
Google
you
it.
say is fucking backwards. You are a
Google
devil.
it.
You are an atheist. You are a piece of shit. I don't have
Yes.
anything to say to you. I have no argument
Wusa,
against
correct.
anything you
Wusa,
say.
everybody. Like,
You
King,
suck,
are
bro.
correct, King.
You
Just-
suck.
Oh, hey, brother, I
Your
want to
Astro
know.
pride
I
bullshit.
want to
You're
hear
a
how we
fucking
going
pussy.
to Mars. Can you please
I
let him
agree.
explain this shit?
Yeah, look,
I want to
can
hear
we go-
it.
I
wanna
want to
hear this
I want to
shit,
hear it too. How are we
please.
doing that? How we getting
Yeah,
there?
how we doing it?
By
If we can't
nations
get
learning
through
how
the
to
fucking-
communicate and work together is step one, I would have to say.
You're
You know?
correct, Chaplin. That's one way of doing it.
Chaplin, nations working together does not exist. That will never exist. Are you stupid? Nations working together? Are you fucking, have you lost your mind? Have you not seen the world? We're in World War III right now, bro. You don't even know
No,
that.
we're not.
Yeah, we fucking are. What do they have to say? Oh, we're in World
Well,
War
again,
III.
why
You
are
need to
you
realize
angry?
that?
Why are you
Because you're-
yelling and why are you
you're
angry?
so
Can you not act
stupid.
like an adult and
You're
have a
so
communica-
stupid that it makes me
communication?
mad.
Why can't you communicate like an adult instead of
Because
screaming?
you make me mad with your ignorance. I know how
Because-
stupid you
well,
are. I know what games you're
ignorance-
playing. You have zero logic. You cannot back up any argument
This
you
is
say.
fun, by the way, Chaplain.
You're
I'm
a
enjoying
big
this.
pussy. You're okay. Well, enjoy
It's
it. I'm
entertainment,
sure
isn't it?
Hey,
It's
demons
entertainment.
enjoy righteous anger. That's fine.
Yeah,
Demons
Hey,
enjoy
hey,
righteous
hey,
anger.
hey, can you please tell us how we getting to Mars? Because you
So yeah,
ain't
tell
telling
us how we're
yet.
getting to Mars. You ain't
I
telling
want to
shit.
know how we getting to Mars.
You
Let
ain't
them tell
telling
us,
nobody
please.
nothing. I know a lot more than you think I do, motherfucker. And the reason why it's so enjoying for you and pissing me off is because I gotta deal with fucking demons like you that sit
Yeah,
here and try
he's
to
the Mars
fuck with people's
expert.
brains,
Let the
bro.
Mars expert
You
explain
fuck
how
with
we
people's
get to
brains.
Now
Mars.
did you think?
You try,
Now did
you're-
you think?
man?
Now did you think
This
I'm
ain't
a
a
demon?
fucking
I'm
movie,
gonna come
dude. This
visit
is
you.
not Hollywood, dog.
Now you think I'm a demon and come visit you and haunt you in your dreams?
You are
as a demon.
No, I
Hold on,
no, I
man. We're
rebuke
losing
you in
track,
the name of
fellas.
Jesus
Hold on.
Christ.
Hold on,
I
brothers.
rebuke
Hold
you in
on.
the
Wait
name
up.
of Jesus Christ. pussy.
He's supposed to tell us how
Yeah.
we getting to
Yeah.
Mars, and I want to know
Sure
how
do.
the fuck we getting there. Let him
Yeah, how we getting
explain,
to Mars?
please.
I'm
How
trying.
we
He
getting to
won't.
Mars,
He
bro?
can't. He
No,
can't.
let him
All
explain
I
it.
hear
Let
is
him
verbal
explain
diarrhea.
it.
No one else can
I
speak.
just want to hear it. Please let me hear it. How we
Okay,
getting to
he can't,
Mars,
though.
man?
How we doing it?
Well, SpaceX is building a Starship to do that right now.
Oh my god, they can't even
They're
fucking
building
leave the basic fucking stratosphere, bro. Are you so stupid? Can you not see what happens when the rockets go to the sky? It looks like a fucking. Guess what happens? It looks like they hit water. Guess what?
No.
So as above, so below.
Another
That's what the
flat
Bible
earther.
says. They are hitting water, bro. How do you think this Earth was flooded?
Oh,
Why do you
go back
think
to
there
your
are
flirt,
fucking
Daddy.
shells?
Go back to your
Why
flirt,
do you
Daddy.
think? Shut the fuck up. Why do you think there are shells on the top of Mount Everest? You dumb fuck.
This is fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Flirt,
Yeah,
Daddy.
because you're a little
Go back to
demon.
flirt, Daddy.
And- yeah, you're a demon. And you got a righteous man angry. And guess what?
Yeah, I
I beat
don't
your
care.
fucking teeth in your
Boy,
mouth.
Hold on.
Someone who's
He
righteous
still
is
didn't
because
tell
he
us
speaks
how
like that.
the
That's not
fuck we
righteousness.
getting to Mars.
Yeah, you
I
think
want
it's
to know how
you think
we
it's funny
getting there.
because I'm
Please
gonna
let
knock
him
down
explain
every
it.
argument. Every argument you say, I'm gonna knock it the fuck down so goddamn quick.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just gonna laugh and giggle.
let him explain, please, without saying that.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Tell
then.
us how we getting
to Mars.
Go.
Right. So as I was saying,
As you were
before
saying,
verbal diarrhea.
just
kicked
shut
in.
the fuck up and say it, dumbass.
See again, there goes verbal diarrhea kicking in.
The
But
challenge,
anyway,
Astro, is not using like triggering language. So, like, take
All right,
that
bro,
as
let
kind
him, let him explain it. Let him explain it.
Oh, that's no fun though, Chaplain.
Dude, he can't do it. He's just gonna keep deflecting.
so-
Look, he's not gonna
So
do it.
I'm not deflecting. So I going there. SpaceX is building the rocket right now. Their Starship is designed to go to.
What is it, a fucking
Mars.
Acme rocket? So we're going to get on a
And-
fucking Acme rocket.
So how can you explain when all you hear is this, right?
How can you explain any success
I can't
outside
do
of
this,
the
man.
atmosphere?
This guy
outside
sent
of
a
the
fucking
actual
rocket to
fucking
Mars.
atmosphere.
It's not going to happen.
It's easy.
man.
Bro,
fucking
SpaceX has
Acme
not
rocket?
gotten out of the atmosphere. All they've done
All right.
is brought a rocket up and brought it back down. They have not gone outside of the stratosphere. There is no chance that can happen. Why? Because rocket propulsion does not work in a vacuum.
Dickhead.
You don't understand
Oh,
anything
so-
about
okay.
anything.
Okay,
You
so you
just
don't
dumb,
understand
bro.
physics. You
So-
don't
so what
understand
type of
physics.
rocket
I
is this?
understand everything.
Is this
You're
an
fucking
okay.
retarded.
Acme rocket?
Explain
The
to
one
me
that,
Newton's second law of
Oh
motion.
my
When the
God, dude,
Coyote
this guy-
used to
this
use
guy-
to
you-
try
you're
to
literally-
chase
look,
fucking
hey.
Road Runner, is it an Acme rocket?
Oh.
Like what type
Hey,
of rocket?
nobody,
Oh, no,
nobody
explain
tell
to me
this
Newton's
guy,
third law of
nobody
motion.
tell this
Explain-
guy that his fucking
explain
Rolex is real
Newton's-
because
explain
if
Newton's
you
third
do,
law,
he'll be
please.
real upset when he finds out it's fake
Explain
gold.
Newton's third law of motion, please. Explain it, please. Newton's third law.
Okay, what is
All right, so let me
Newton's
ask
third
you
law
this
of
question.
motion? I don't
then.
have
What
it.
type
at
of
the
You
top of
said
my
you
head.
know
All right, let me
physics.
ask you
Explain it
something.
to me.
What are we going to use for
Bro,
oxygen? Hold
bro,
on.
listen,
Remember,
this isn't
humans have to
Time out,
breathe
time out, time
oxygen.
out.
So what
Time out.
type
Wait,
of
wait,
suits
wait.
are we wearing
He keeps
when we get
doing
on Mars?
fucking
What
gold.
type of
He keeps
suits
doing
are
red
we wearing?
herrings.
Because remember,
He's
it's a
doing
little
red
hot.
herrings.
No, I think it's cold on Mars.
He keeps doing red herrings to me.
Can I talk?
Yeah, you
Hey.
can talk. Let's talk. Let's hear you talk.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Charms.
Don't worry
Charms.
about how we're doing. You can see how we're doing.
You mind if I make you a mod, bro? I need
You
a
ain't gotta
mod.
be rude, all right?
I ain't
I
being
need a
rude.
mod.
Just
You
So we
heard?
just want to know how we get to Mars. That's all.
All right. Well, I don't like to enter a live and not introduce myself and just say hi to everybody.
Girl,
How you doing?
But
How you
anyways,
doing, bro?
okay,
How you
we're in
doing?
the
Nice
middle
to
of
Since
a
meet you.
we
deep
feeling like
discussion.
that,
If
all
you want
right.
to talk, that's fine. Talk.
Yeah. So I feel like we can't even trust this government that we got right now. So why,
Exactly.
if they got billionaires being able to travel, like we're talking about Zions. So like if they could travel to Mars, why would we even give them the chance to slave us?
They
Like
because we're Goyim. We're Goyim. You understand?
And we're
We're
going to get
lied
that
to.
Acme rocket, the
We're
same
fucking
Acme
we're lied
rocket
to,
that the
bro.
Coyote used to use, the Chase
There
Roadrunner.
is
We're
no
going to use
truth
that rocket.
in what we're
listen,
told in
I
life.
wouldn't even try. I don't even know how people go there on a trip.
They don't go
It's
there.
weird.
I don't.
Okay, go look up
We
the
wouldn't. We
Katy
wouldn't
Perry.
survive.
I'm
Swallow. On some
straight.
real
Katy Perry.
shit, we wouldn't
Go look
survive
up.
it. The
Hey,
human
look,
being,
listen,
the
bro.
body, it wouldn't survive the trip.
Listen,
That's what
listen.
That's
Go
what we was
look
trying
up.
to tell you.
Go look up the Katy Perry.
Well, no, let me
All
tell you
them
something.
famous people in
Don't
that dick spaceship.
underestimate.
Look,
Do
look
not
them.
underestimate us.
Man, can
Okay,
you please let me just
I'm
remember
like
not
speak?
that
saying
they
that we
lied to
stupid. What
us
I'm saying
about
is
who
it's
we
kind of
are.
impossible for the human
No,
body to
no, I'm
survive
just
the
saying.
trip.
Look
To
at
Do you
survive the
understand the
trip.
G
That's what we're
forces
trying
that
to
it
tell
takes
you.
to?
look at
Do you
another.
understand that, man?
We also have an upside down world where we're doing something
Yeah,
else.
no
That's
shit.
weird. Like
Because
there's it's a spiritual thing that we got
yeah,
with
exactly,
the United
100%.
States and the chosen people. Okay,
It's not the
and
United
they're
States that
trying
shows
to
people; it's the whole
suppress
world.
us. Okay, and control our mind, and that's why we're only using a certain percentage of our brain. So
No, we're
you
not.
have
That's bullshit. That's a lie too. I'm using 100%
excuse
of
me,
my
if you could
brain.
make both sides of your brain to
Yeah,
to
yeah.
actually communicate
They do.
and
They do. The demon and the
we can
angel.
actually
It's the
make
left and the right. They do that.
miracles. Ha-
Let me tell
miracle
you something.
things are
Let me tell you something,
true.
woman. Let me tell you something. I agree with you, okay? And let me tell you why I
Yeah.
agree with you. Because you're speaking logically. You're speaking something I can understand. You're not saying like a rocket can go into fucking a vacuum of space.
Acme rocket. He
Okay.
said an Acme rocket.
This guy is trying to tell us that even okay, so check it out. We went to the moon, right? Right? Apparently,
That's what they
we
say.
went to the moon.
That's what they
And
say
we
did.
lost the
Right, but
technology. We lost the
actually got
technology to do
we
so.
actually got a picture of a guy showing
No, we
on the
ain't. Let
internet.
Stanley
He took a
Stanley
picture
Kubrick.
of
No.
where they went
Sorry,
to make
listen.
it look
Time
like
out.
they
Time
were
out.
on the moon.
Charms. Okay, yeah. Stanley Kubrick directed that. He was a famous director. He said it
He never
on his
said that.
deathbed that was fake.
He did not.
He said it
That's
on his
lies.
deathbed. Stanley Kubrick.
That's
Look
lies.
it up. It's not lies. Look it up,
That's
you
lies.
I
bitch.
believe it.
Dude,
I
fucking can't.
totally
Astro,
do.
Again, here we go.
Astro,
You
you
can't
are a
communicate
demon,
like an
bro.
adult. You have
I
to scream
rebuke
and
you
yell
in
and
Jesus'
swear
name. I
like
think you are a
like a kid.
disgusting person. I think
Thank
you're
you.
probably Muslim or a fucking Jew. I
No.
don't know, one or the other.
No.
But you
Oh,
are
so you're
disgusting.
so you're
One or the
also
other.
a
You think
bigot. Okay.
you think we're goyim? You think we're fucking?
You're a
You
bigot.
think my
I understand
savior?
now.
You think my savior's rolling around in pig shit?
Which
You're a
one
fucking-
out of the 3,000 of them? Which one? You're not but a bigot is all he is. That brought
Yo,
out the real flat
Astro,
earther in him.
Astro, can you
Yes,
follow
sir.
me so I can make you a mod, bro? I'm really sorry. I apologize for that, but
Of
No, I
course,
just
I'm
want to
happy.
know. I want to know when
I
we
followed
get to
you.
Mars, right?
I'm gonna
How the
make you a
fuck we
mod,
gonna
Astro.
survive? This is what I want to know. When we land on Mars,
Thank you, sir.
how are we going to produce life when we get there? Because you can't come back.
Well,
They already
okay.
said if a human went to
Well,
Mars,
actually,
they can't
we
come
can
back.
go. We
So
can
how are we
come
going
back.
to extend life when we get there? Go. I want to know.
Actually,
Go.
we can come back. First of all,
No. They
Now,
said
so-
once we get there is no,
No.
coming back. They said
there
that.
is.
All right.
No,
See,
that's
now you're
wrong.
changing the game. Now you're
I
changing the
never
game
said
now.
that. I
They
never
said
said
we
that.
won't be able to come back.
No.
It's
So-
a
Astro,
one. It's a one
Astro,
ticket.
like she
It's
is
a one round. It's not a round trip. It's a one-way
Right.
ticket.
Like
It's
this,
a one-way
this
ticket.
astronaut that I was referring to, that girl, it's a one-way trip for her. Like there is no plan
That's
for her
what
to
she
come
wants
back.
to live there. She wants to live there.
Right. So like this, like first, like manned mission to get somebody to Mars is a one-way trip. Now the next attempt
Actually,
would be
no.
like a return, like visit, right?
Actually,
like so.
no, they want to do it as a return. They want to do it as a return.
But how, bro? That's what we trying
Real,
to. How
real
the
quick,
fuck they
I
gonna
wanna
do that?
I wanna talk
We
about
don't
I can
have
something.
that
explain.
type of
I wanna talk
technology.
about
That's what I'm
something
trying to
real
We
tell you.
do. All we have to do is all
So
we have to do is send
let
rockets
me
there
tell you.
earlier and bring fuel with them, and they can refuel to come back. It's easy.
Oh, we'll see. All right, we got to see it
Okay,
happen.
listen,
then.
you guys.
You
The
talk a
Chinese,
good game though. You talk a good
I
one.
the
know it's
Chinese
physics.
meditate. They meditate, and I've heard from philanthropists and many other people that are professional, that
You sent
we
an assault rifle.
we're no, seriously, like they're trying, these people that are not us, they're trying to manipulate what, to find out all about us, like how we feel, how we see things, and how we can actually connect to basically the galaxy, okay? Because they're not from where we from. So if they said if you meditate, it can get really scary to the point where like you can stay there, like, and be in a place where you're depressed for the rest of your life if you don't know how to handle it. Like
Well, I've
that
never
kind of that
meditated, but I know people who
meditation
do.
requires a certain kind of spirituality, okay? And you can do something extremely powerful with your mind, because you are a part of God, okay? And
Well, I'm not.
they stripped us from that. And
I'm
the
not.
Chinese don't tell us the truth about meditation because
So,
the
Charms,
wrong people have it in their hands. We're in trouble.
Charms,
Yeah. Hey, Chaplain.
I'm not. So it doesn't
Hey, Charles.
impact
Oh,
me.
Astro. Hi.
I mean, I wanted to say hi to you too, Charles. So good
Hey,
to
Oh
Chaplain.
no,
good
I
to meet
saw
you.
your box light up.
Yeah. So I don't believe in that. I know people who meditate and they don't say anything like that. It's not required to be just Chinese. Actually, the Tibetans actually do more, and a lot of
Right.
So you rely
Japanese
on
and a lot of
science.
other
You're a
Asian countries.
science
I
man. You rely on science than
Yes, I
anything.
do.
I know.
Yes.
You sound like a motherfucker that. Do you know science gets its information from God? Did you know that?
No.
Well, now you know.
True research.
No, that's bullshit. All right.
I know because I do it. So yeah.
Scientists get their information from God,
No, true research.
and
I
they
know because I
turn it.
do
They
it.
call it science
No, it's
instead of
research,
calling
and I
it
know because I
God.
do it.
No, I'm telling you, man. Listen, I promise you, bro, and I'll bet everything I own, we will never, not one human being will ever
I
land
have a
on
question.
Mars.
I have a question for you. You said they get this from their deity, right? Which one of the 3,000?
What are you talking about?
Well, you said they get it from their deity, their God. So which of the 3,000 do they get it from?
No,
There's
it's only
3,000
one God, bro.
There's
God has
3,000 on this
3,000
planet.
First
names.
of all, that's
He has
why the
many. He has
aliens
many of
are
names, but
There's
it's only one
investigating us,
God.
3,000 known,
okay?
known
Because we're made
religions on
in the
Earth.
image of God.
Yeah, it's
Which
only
That's
one?
one
why they
God.
want
It's only one
to
God.
they
He
want
has
to
many. He has
explore
millions
No,
of
no,
and
names.
there's only one God.
There's only
See,
one
you're
God,
And he's
and he has
created
millions of
so
names.
many
That's true.
galaxies.
here's
He
the
has
difference between you and
thousands
me.
You
of
heard of
names.
black holes? The black
Here,
holes
yeah,
lead
I can
to a
explain
whole
how black
nother
holes work. I
dimension.
understand how
There
they're
is
formed.
such thing as time traveling.
Let me ask you
We
something,
travel
brother.
through
Are
time
you an
forward. We
atheist? You
do.
don't believe in God. You believe in
No,
science, right?
well, I don't believe in
Who?
science. I understand science, but
Oh, Astro.
I'm asking because you sound
science
like
is
you're
not
an
a belief
atheist
system.
and you don't believe in God. You believe in
Science
science.
is not a belief system. Science is a repeatable, verifiable, evidence-based system. It's not. It's not a
Science is
belief system.
why
But
they
but
trying to.
listen, let me tell you
The
something.
reason why science
God did
exists
say, you can look
is
this up. He
because they're
said when
still
science
trying to
fell,
figure it
he
out.
said when science fell, prayer prevails. God said that. He said when
No,
science
he never
fell,
said that.
he did say that when science fell,
Where?
prayer prevails.
Where?
Science fails, prayer prevails. Who says that?
Show me the proof.
God said that.
Show me the proof.
I'll show you
Yeah,
the proof.
you're clearly an atheist. Why are you arguing about God?
Because he's an
I'm not. He
atheist.
is.
He
Yeah,
believes
you
in
don't
science.
Yeah,
don't
he
believe
is.
in God.
He
You
is.
believe in science. That's what you believe. You
He
don't
is
believe in
because
you don't
if
believe
you
in a
do
higher
not
power.
believe in God,
Oh,
then you do
absolutely
not
not.
even believe in your own power.
There's
You don't
exactly
believe
Absolutely
in
not.
what made
faith
that
is a
power.
lot bigger
You
than
don't believe
fucking
in all
science.
the how is
That's why
everything around
One's
ain't
us
nobody
provable, the
gonna
other's
make it to
not.
made so
Mars. Because
perfectly
the motherfuckers gonna
to
die before
be
they
a
even land.
circle
I'm
of
telling
life.
you,
Right.
man.
So
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
one's
It's
provable, the
the
other's not.
circle of life.
Better prove
Everything
it.
has
Listen,
a
I hear
purpose.
what you're saying, but bro, you don't have no solid proof that we're gonna land on Mars. You don't have no proof. You
Well, I
have a
know we
theory.
have
Exactly.
You
nuclear
But
have a
let's
proof that we
prove your
theory.
went to the
point.
moon. We
You
have
could
proof that we go
explain
to
And
orbit.
biology, but
human
how do
beings,
you
human beings
explain the
belong in this universe.
consciousness?
They can't go nowhere else, man.
But let him tell
Mars
it.
and
Let
all
him
that
tell
shit.
it. We
The
That's
universe
already
is
fantasy.
huge.
we 4 years away about to go to Mars on an
Oh,
actual rocket.
bull.
Astro,
Ain't
We
nobody
going
going
to
Astro,
to
Mars
fucking
on an
Mars.
how
actually
do
rocket.
you
That's what he said.
Astro, if you was a person that was not human, okay, and
Well, I
you
wouldn't be a
know
person then.
that they have a God that they believe in and that helps them when they call on him or her, the God, okay? So how could you explain the consciousness if you were not human?
But
You
well,
have to come
consciousness
up
is
with
biology.
science.
He's going to use science,
No, you
love.
can
He's going to
explain
use
biology,
science,
not
Did
love.
you
the
He's
just
not going
say
to.
that
consciousness.
consciousness is biology? It's
Yeah,
That's two different
What
things.
the
fucking
fuck?
dumbass.
it is. It's electrochemical, bioelectrochemical data
Are
in
you a
like storage
robot?
in our
Conscious,
head.
no. Conscious is something that you can't explain.
You
That's
That's
sound
a
what
like a
fact.
God
robot.
created.
That's a
It's not a
fact.
robot.
That's a fact.
No,
It's
it's
the creation of
self-awareness.
God.
See, that's
No,
why we can't agree
prove
with you,
that.
brother, because you're going to get
See,
everybody
that's the
killed on
problem.
that fucking trip
No,
going to
Prove
that's
that,
the
Mars.
AJ.
problem.
The only way
That
you can
he
prove
puts
that
his
is if you
mind to
die
Everybody's
and
going to
come
die
back.
on
everything.
that fucking
No,
trip to
see, you're
Mars,
making
man.
a claim
He
you
puts
can't
his
support.
mind to
You
everything. This
can't
is the
even
United
support it.
States. This is the United
Yo,
States. This
the
is why they
worst
So,
separated us
the
from who
worst
we
atheists
are.
are the scientists.
Right.
I
actually,
mean,
no.
That's a
Because
fact. They're the new science. It's absolutely true.
everywhere else other
There's
than
lots
the
of
United
scientists that are
States, they
religious.
believe in their ancestors and their power. Okay? Really? No. How can you explain that river that people keep unaliving in? What's the name? You guys gotta know the name.
Which river we
That there
talking?
is a whole
Styx.
city underwater. And
You
it's
mean
a
Under.
Atlantis?
long river that's been
Hey,
it
what's your
was
name? What's the guy name again? The one that believe? What's his name that believed that
they're
we're going
trying
to
to take
Mars?
away that river
Listen,
That's
because
let me
me,
say this to
Astro.
you,
of
brother. I'm gonna
how
say this
many
to you. You know
people
what I
are
do believe?
unaliving there.
I
And
believe
it's
that there are
because of our
species
ancestors.
on
They
this
don't play
planet.
no
Sheep.
games. What they did
She.
to our ancestors, to our
Excuse me,
people,
Charms.
okay,
One
they're
second,
dealing with it
Charms.
now. That's
Charms.
why
1 second.
nobody is living. They can't even be found
No,
in that
let him
So,
talk.
water.
Let him
Charms.
talk.
Charms. 1 second. Sheen, you were speaking over her for no reason. Let her finish because that's been rude, cutting her off like that. Okay. So go ahead, Sheen. Our Charms. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so can you bring up the name of the river, please? So yeah,
I
there's
don't.
our ancestors are down there, okay? And they're like they've been taken from their freedom, okay?
Down where?
They they really took a whole city out because they made for their people, the black people, they made a whole city with their businesses and it was actually working, okay? And these were once slaves, so they took out that whole city and they're underwater. They haven't even been recovered. They're still down there. And that's why people are not getting found in that body, okay, that river.
What river are you
Uh-huh.
referring to? I don't.
What do you,
I don't follow your
No, that's
your
not it.
subject.
what are you talking? We talking about God or
That's
we
not it.
talking about people
Okay.
who died?
I
And we
don't
We're
go
know.
to
talking about
Mars. Are you going?
ancestors, the power that we have. We
May I
are
speak?
gonna be
You
ancestors
mean
one day.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. May I speak?
Yes, sir.
It says if Elon is successful and we go to Mars, are you going? And may I say this in the language of simplicity? Love, I'm sorry if nobody ever told you, and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news because it's not a bad thing. You can take it as a good thing as well. But baby, no human being or ape or animal or even a snail or bug can leave this planet. This is what you call a planet. This is a prison planet, love. We're not going nowhere but here. Have you ever heard something called nothing new is under the
Hold
sun?
on. Let me tell you something. Have you ever
Love.
you heard of gravitating, right?
And I want you to
ain't
Answer
input
that,
nobody
you
science.
gravitating
So
down in
so when
Mars?
you are
Listen,
in a spiritual level, okay,
spiritual, right?
when you
Okay.
have power and you go on a spiritual level and
Mm-hmm.
you can actually levitate your body up from your real body, right?
So Elon Musk got that special
You
powers.
no, honey. You take your body. You can go outside.
No,
You
it's
can
called
go outside
technology.
of
It's
your
called
room.
So
science.
you saying you
Stop,
gotta take
stop,
your body
stop.
outside
That's
to
not
No.
levitate to go to
science.
Mars?
It's
Listen, listen, love,
God.
listen. This is all I'm about to tell you, okay? And I'm gonna leave this
You
as
on that voodoo
exactly
shit,
what
I
I'm gonna
think.
say. You understand what I'm saying? Us human beings, we never went to the moon before. Get that all the way out your head.
Oh,
We never went to the moon. We're never
more
getting off
delusion.
this planet.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe
You're
it is
right.
the moon.
But
Spiritually, I guess you can say in the spirit world, you
how
can leave out this
come
planet.
there's people that have been taken, abducted by aliens,
No
and
proof.
they're
You
able? Yeah,
actually believe
no
that
proof.
bullshit?
Baby
No proof.
girl, baby girl,
You guys
baby
know
girl.
science
Listen,
so much.
listen, listen.
There's
Hear me out.
there's like literally a
There's
Aliens?
rapper
there's
that
no
he
way
got a
in the
video
world.
out on
Let's just hear
YouTube
me out.
that
Just hear me
he
out.
found his
Hear me
girlfriend in a
out. Hear
weird
me out.
position,
Those are called
and he
sci-fi
was in the bathroom
originals.
laid out, and he remembers everything.
Well, if
Listen,
he's a
man.
rapper,
Listen.
if he's a rapper and he found his girlfriend in a weird position, he put her there. Because that's what they're like.
Oh
They're all
no,
crazy.
no, hold on. She was on the couch. This ain't funny. She was on the couch in a
Oh, I
weird
find it
position
hilarious.
that you like literally like if she was unalived like 100 years. That kind of position, like where the
Okay,
arm
so I'm
is
about to tell
like
you what they
out
found in
and
Mexico. In
she's like rolled
2017,
up.
hold on.
All right.
2017,
She
they
just
found
looked
this
crazy.
figure in Mexico. What part of Mexico? Somebody help me out. Somebody can go on their Google or
No, this is the
ChatGPT and ask it.
United States that this
So
happened
I'm about
on.
to tell you, somewhere in Mexico, they found this statue or whatever. They want to say it's a statue, but later on, back in 2021 or 2020, during the election, they said that this is not a statue. This is bones. And they said that there's no way a human body can compose of them bones and keep their face structure that intact. 2023, all right. They still playing with this statue or whatever bones to this day, 2026. But 2023, they said that this is not earthly. You know how they use complicated words. They say this is not earthly, whatever that shit is, right? So okay, you got me there. As so far as meteorites and all that love, basically what I'm about to just say is they can find things from hundreds of thousands of years ago, and just now having the technology to deconstruct it and reconstruct it and know what the fuck it is, or try to get close to what it is, closer than ever.
Yeah, I
That does
wonder
not
why.
make it
'Cause
alien.
I agree.
excuse me, they've been in contact with aliens.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's crazy to y'all, especially
Love,
Afro.
love,
That's
Yeah, that's
crazy
crazy.
love.
because
Love. I watch
they
anime. I
there's
watch
proof
anime. Listen,
on this.
listen. I
There's
Well,
watch
that made me
proof,
an
anime.
expert
and
on
the
aliens. That's cool.
person, the excuse me, he wasn't a person. He just they made him like he was
Who?
a part of it, but they also learned how to make him look human. So
Okay, so
that's
I'm a
Who?
why they
level
came
with you.
up.
I'm a level with you,
Who are
right?
you
What are you
talking about?
talking
What's the
about?
person? Who's the
What are
person
you?
you're talking
Okay,
about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
a being from outer space or wherever they came from came
Right.
to the
Right?
United States. They took that being, okay, and they found out a whole lot of information, and they're not supposed to talk about it.
I have a question for you.
Nothing has
Oh
came
my
up, so they're
So,
not
love.
pulling it out like the
John,
F
So
John,
files.
I
I
have a
got
question
three
for you.
letters.
But
Hold on, I
this
Wait,
got
is
three
hold on,
letters.
real.
I got
Loki.
three
No,
letters, and he's our
no, hold
president,
on a second. Hold on a
JFK.
second. Loki, I want to
Thanks.
ask her a question. Hold on a second.
That's who
So,
she's talking about.
so I have a question for you. Why did they come to the US, which is the youngest country on the planet Earth,
The
when they could have got
youngest
much
country.
older? Yeah, it's
Thank
only
you.
300 years old this year. So why would they not go to an older, more established country instead of going to the
Well, you
US?
got to think Egypt is in America, so
Who says
you
they
No,
got it.
it's
didn't?
not.
Right?
That's
Like
also delusional.
Egypt is definitely is like right next to Alabama. I was a truck driver before, and
No,
praying
oh,
up to God. If you travel
you
through
really missed
America,
geography class. You really missed geography
right next
class.
to,
okay.
right next to
According to
again.
science and mathematics, is it impossible for wormholes to exist?
Yes, we do have wormholes. If they did exist, would collapse on their own gravity. The math says this, and we've never seen one. So, if one existed, it would create such a strong gravity
Black
wave.
holes are
We
everywhere. It's
black holes
Exactly.
we
inevitable.
Let him
know
talk.
black
Let him
holes
talk. Let
exist,
him talk.
but a
Let him
black
talk.
hole
Let Astro
and a
talk real
wormhole
quick,
are
love.
different. So a black hole and a wormhole is different. A black hole is what's left over after a
No,
star
a black
collapses.
Astro. So if a black hole
I'm the
was
astronomer.
consistent,
I'll
let's
tell you
just
what a
say
black hole is.
hypothetically speaking, a black hole was in, let's say, LA.
We'd be in
Wouldn't
trouble.
we
The whole
be
planet would be in trouble.
the whole Earth would be in trouble? Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay,
So
so a
therefore,
black hole is
there's no black
gravity
hole that ever
collapsing with
consists.
itself.
So it's safe to say that there's never been a black hole on Earth on this planet before, right? Am I correct?
No, that
Yeah, there's
no,
Safe to
probably
say
never
it.
been a black hole on
they
Earth. Yeah,
have.
because it wouldn't
Are
exist if
you
it was.
kidding me?
Okay,
Yes.
love, okay, love. Just
So
picture
I can
this. Picture
explain to you.
Superman. Okay,
I can
just picture
explain how black
Superman.
holes work if you want. Well, what we know of and how they're formed. I can explain it.
And I can get animated if it can help you out. Like remember it was an
No, we don't need to
episode of
get animated. I can
Justice
explain the
League.
physics. I can explain the real physics about
Oh, I'm
how
sorry.
black
I'm
holes
getting them
form.
mixed up with the black holes is in. Okay,
So
Love,
a
there's
black
no
hole.
way in the world that us humans
wormhole
can
is here.
the whole
No, they're
planet would
different.
not
Okay,
consist if it
hold on a
was a black
second.
hole on this planet, love.
Noki, hold on a second. So black holes and wormholes are different. A wormhole is a theoretical link between 2 points in space, right?
Hey, hold on.
Whereas
Underline that
wait,
word
no, hold on,
theoretical. That
wait, hold
means
on a
it's
second.
not
I'm not finished. I'm
possibly
not
true,
finished.
love.
Wait, it is. I can explain the physics if you want. And a black hole is different. A black hole is when you have such great gravitational forces that actually space time folds in on itself and light can't escape. That's what creates a black hole. Now we've actually photographed the event horizon of at least 2 black holes to date, so we know they're there. We have photographs of their event horizons. One in the Milky Way and one in M83, which is another galaxy. So we've actually photographed black holes, the event horizon around the black holes. We know they're real. We know they exist, and we understand a lot of the physics. We don't know what goes on inside.
Fucking nigger,
So someone needs. I can't kick him. I tried to
What
kick
the
him. I couldn't do
fuck?
it. Yeah, you get people like that around.
There goes another pedo.
Yeah, they're the worst people in the world. So we
Jesus.
Anyway,
understand how
bro. Hey,
black holes
Astro, we
work.
listening to it. We're just gonna ignore that.
Yeah, but we know how black holes work. Well, somewhat, right?
Okay, so
We do know
let's
the
just say
math.
Jupiter. Okay, let's say a planet the size of Jupiter. All right, it's just
Yeah,
hypothetically speaking. It's just for educational purposes. Let's say
right.
Jupiter have a black hole. Let's say where Utah would be on our planet. It's there. I don't know if you know
If
how.
Jupiter had a black hole, it would
Yeah,
disappear as a planet.
as small as the state of Utah. As small as that
Yes,
state.
because a black hole would consume Jupiter and pull all Jupiter into it, and
Hey,
actually
do you know how
consume the
big
planet.
Jupiter is like 10 times the size of the planet Earth. Is that correct?
11 times, yes.
Yeah, more. Absolutely. So we can't say just for safekeeping or to be on the safe side even that there was never a black hole or a wormhole in fact on this planet.
We can say there's never a black hole here for sure.
But a wormhole though.
Wormholes we don't believe even exist.
Wormhole is a
Okay,
theoretical idea.
so if you go to the Vatican, I'm gonna try to agree with
I've
Charm.
been
I'm
to
gonna
the
try to.
Vatican.
Oh wow! So this is gonna be very interesting. So in the Vatican,
Hmm.
they say they got these archives. I don't even. Don't get me started on that.
The archives in the Vatican. Okay, what about them?
All right, I don't even want to get started on that. That's
Okay,
a whole nother
but
topic.
I've been there. I've been to the Vatican. I've been
So
to
they
Egypt.
in the
I've gone to all
Vatican
these
they try
places.
to say there's uh uh. I don't want to sound like conspiracy theory, so I'm gonna just go out and say it. They said there's back engineering of spacecrafts or some shit like
No,
that.
no, definitely not. I know some
Okay.
people who worked there. I actually know up until September of last year, he was the director of the Vatican Observatory. He's a scientist, planetary scientist, and he spent a lot of time. His office is actually in the Vatican.
What is the
And he
what is
spent
this
a,
alien? What are they talking about? Jesus'
there's
body is in the
there's none.
Vatican,
No,
and
no,
so
that's
all
not
that
true.
is okay. That I figured it was not true. So what is it in Vatican that everybody, why all these
Beautiful
conspiracy theories
artwork,
is coming from?
beautiful history, fantastic carvings, and it's an amazing place to visit. It's
So what is
beautiful
these
to visit.
black people? So wait a minute. What is the black people doing with black figures doing in the Vatican? Them statues of black figures. They said it was black figures, like black people blacker than me, like charcoal, and they
Well,
worship
I
them and
didn't.
pray
I
to
can't
them.
remember. They were not worship and prayed to. That's incorrect. First of all, and there probably is some carvings there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it could be made out of black marble. But that's it. It's not about race. It's about the religion, and it's about and I went there to see the beautiful artwork and stuff that was there, because it's an amazing
Beautiful.
building to visit.
But so what is the Pope doing bowing down to them? Because remember Putin,
To the
Vladimir
cross.
Putin,
He does
Vladimir.
to the cross. He doesn't bow to anything else but the cross.
Let me say
Because
that.
he's the leader of the church.
Let me say this real quick. What if Vladimir Putin? What was he doing when he was like, "I got this from the Vatican and all that," like
I
2
don't
years
know.
ago?
I was never there, so I didn't see that. So I don't know. I can't answer that
He
question.
opened up. It was basically a booklet, and he opened up the little booklet, and then he showed statues of black
Possible.
people with big noses, people with big lips, like people that look just like me.
So okay, so there's carvings all over the Vatican, and statues all over the place of all different shapes and sizes.
So why would black
So
people
that's
be in
possible.
the why would black people
Why
be
not?
in the carvets?
Rome,
That
the
doesn't make sense
Romans.
because
Wait
we
now,
were
the
slaves.
Romans. The Romans had explored and had actually conquered half of the known world. So they had been to all of these countries.
But man, you both know Norman's been lying for centuries, actually.
That's a
Can
conspiracy
I get
theory.
can I get real quick? I heard some news. Y'all want to hear it?
Hold
It's
on, love.
random.
Hold on. I'm so sorry,
No,
love.
let her share her news. Come on.
Okay.
Let's share the news.
Okay, go ahead.
Charms, go ahead.
Okay. So I okay. Said that they were gonna go for every program that deals with our credit scores, and they're gonna hack the system to take us out of debt.
Who said
Baby
that?
girl, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. You don't sound slow. You don't sound like you don't know what you're saying. It just simply,
Right. I just
you,
yeah, it's real. It's
yeah, yeah,
true.
yeah. I promise you, you all right.
It
You all
was
right.
off, but I just wanted to make everybody, have some hope in here.
Look,
If
I promise
if
you.
we could
Let
have an
me
800 credit score, that'd be great.
let me go
I
back
don't
to
think it's
let me
that
talk.
easy, but it'd be nice.
Let
All
me
right, y'all. I'm
let me talk to
sorry.
Astro.
Bye.
Let me talk to Astro real quick, just real fast. And when they go to the Vatican, you got the Pope and you got these people kissing the Pope, and then you got some people that the Pope rejects when they try to kiss his hand.
I've never seen him reject anybody.
Lord, what's your
I've
name? I gotta
never
make
seen him
sure.
reject
I'm
anybody.
to follow you so I can send you videos and all that.
Astro printer, I am, and I've never seen him do that. And I'm
Okay.
not, as I said, I'm not religious really, but I've never seen him do that. He's
Oh,
all
I'm not.
he,
I was raised around Jehovah
he's
Witnesses, and
like he's
I
the
literally.
leader. So he's the leader
No, the Pope is supposed to be somebody that's supposed to take Jesus' place until Jesus get back or something like that,
No,
right?
he's not. That's
Oh
incorrect.
wow,
He's the leader
Are we
of
talking
that
about
church is what he
Marvel?
is.
yeah.
So that's all he is. He's the leader of the church. But I'm not. But I don't want to. That's not what we're here talking about. We're talking about Mars. We're talking about science and stuff.
I know this.
It literally,
I know,
literally,
and what kind of
Marvel
confuses
literally
me,
explains
what confuses
a
me
lot.
within this, what confuses me within this conversation, because religion and science is supposed to be versus, it's supposed to be neck to neck. It's not supposed to agree with one another at
No,
all
that's
whatsoever.
incorrect. That's incorrect.
So why is everybody? There's a lot of people in the Vatican that study in science.
Yes, there
That's
is.
a fact.
They have the whole Jesuit order is actually all scientists and
Listen,
mathematicians and teachers and
religion
educators.
is
So no,
not
you're
supposed
incorrect.
to exist.
So you got people in China You got some very religious people in China, or we even go to
I've
Japan,
been to
or
China. Have you?
huh?
China?
I've been
Really?
to
It's
China. Have
culture.
you?
There shouldn't be religions.
Oh, dude, bro, I'm a foster kid. I'm a foster kid, bro. I know some kids that was from China that
No,
literally came
I'm
here from
saying,
China.
have you ever been to the country? Because I have.
Oh, absolutely not. Hell no. Who the
Okay.
fuck want to go to China?
Oh,
Fuck
I
that.
love China's great. I love China.
No disrespect. No disrespect to China. No
No,
disrespect
I
to
like
China.
China. I've been to China.
Let me
I've
tell
been to
you
Japan.
something.
I've been
I
to
know they got
Korea. I've
beautiful
been to
cities and
Vietnam.
all that. It's city on top
No,
of
but
city and all
the
that. It's
way
very,
they
very
live,
beautiful.
the way they
Should I
live,
scare
and
him?
how
Should I scare
long
him?
they live,
Go
their
ahead.
their
Dude,
mind,
scare. Scare me. I'm gonna mute
No,
my
it
mic for
really,
this.
请
Scare
大
me.
家好，
like
大家
how
好。
they meditate,
你好吗？
how they fight,
哎，你好。
and just love at the same time can have,
Yeah, we both scared him then.
sympathy. It's
I'm not
why
Chinese,
y'all
but
laughing?
I know a few phrases.
I don't know
It's
where
great,
the
man.
conversation even like
I'm
went to at this
crazy.
point.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
I
because
was
they
waiting to
like
chime in. Like I was
Japanese,
happy. Oh, sorry, lady.
Japanese,
No. I'm
Indian,
waiting for him to scare me about this
African,
trip
Chef,
from
what,
China
like
because I
we're
think
talking
Chef,
that I
about
know a little bit of.
what part are you from?
I was studying about the religion in China because I was Jehovah Witness. I grew up around Jehovah
Okay.
Witnesses, and I pretty much got kicked out the family. When you're not part of your family and all of them is from the
Yeah.
same religion and you kind of disagree, you get kicked out. You become a black sheep, so can say.
Yeah.
So, tell me about China, man. Tell
China's
me
great.
something I don't know about China, because
China,
I'm really want to be
I mean, if
educated.
you're talking about China being religious, it's quite odd. I mean, there's a lot of ancestral
China,
worship.
yes, sir. Yes,
There's a lot of
sir.
ancestral worship, and there's a lot of philosophies, and I think a lot of people kind of mix it up with religion. So the biggest one is being Taoism and Confucianism, and there's I Ching, and there's quite a
Yeah, they're
couple
not
that they're kind of like,
religions.
yeah. So religions,
right. That's
I
why
mean, they're very
religion is not
small.
supposed
Okay,
to be a
no,
thing.
he's
It's very
right about that
small.
because they
It's very
got a lot of
small.
He's right, but the
Yeah.
philosophies
Gochi.
it aligns with religion. You cannot
Hey,
say it
Gochi,
don't.
No, it is not.
Gochi,
They're
stop
separate. They're
We are
separate.
interrupting him.
waiting for this
Religion came from
Messiah
the
to come down
United
to earth.
States.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, it's absolutely
Religion
separate.
came from literally just people who were against like how
Charms,
equal
love,
we are
charms,
to each
please. It's a
other.
mad conversation right now. I
No,
love you.
don't be
I
like
It's a
that.
can't.
man's
Why are you
It's
conversation
so
right now.
literally
why are you so sexist,
like
man?
It's
we're
like we're
literally
No
trying
supposed
to
to
kick
be
people
no
off here. It's just
disrespect.
like
No
we're supposed
disrespect.
to be one.
I want to hear the lady
So,
talk.
yeah.
Hey,
It's
come
nice to
on.
hear a
Gochi,
lady voice once in a while. She's
Gochi,
very
let
beautiful.
Gochi.
But she's supposed to just be a statue. Just sit
Hey,
pretty.
go,
That's all you
no,
have to do.
Gochi,
No,
Oh,
no, no,
come
you're being
no,
rude
on.
now,
no,
man.
no.
Stop it.
Oh,
I'm not that kind
man.
of girl. Go to my
Gochi,
page.
stop being
I'm
rude,
not that
please.
kind of girl. Sorry.
Yeah, I think
just
she knows her shit, man. Just let
don't
her talk.
don't let it draw you into
You know
the
what's
event
crazy?
horizon, Charms.
Let
Like
me tell
like
you something. I get my information from God. You know why? Because my
You
consciousness
get your information
like
from God.
makes me go
Okay,
into a
let's
certain path of
let's
my life. Okay,
just
and
just
every
hear me out.
path
Just
that
hear
I
me out.
go
You
into,
still don't
it
listen.
Let her
comes
land. Let
from
her
God.
land.
All right.
What's your
Every
ethnicity?
path, every
Are
path
you
that I have
Hispanic?
been in, okay, I have learned from each aspect. And the reason why I have done that my whole life is because as
Bro, we're not about to
young
sit here and
girl,
let her talk,
I
bro.
did
No.
not have anybody to teach me, but I did know the Bible, and it made me question the Bible. And after I did, I
Stop with
found
it.
out that my Catholic priest was not to be trusted. He was touching.
Oh
You know
man.
what I'm
My
saying?
point
So
exactly, love.
religion is not supposed to be a thing. It's supposed to be us formed as one under one God.
Do you know I'm from the black community?
Okay.
Up a little bit.
Do you know I came up, but if I wasn't, I'm ugly as fuck. I came up if I wasn't so ugly, and I'd probably practice straight, right? But I promise to God, most pastors, I'm a black man. I'm gonna speak for my own people. They
Right.
pimps. They know better than scammers. That is a fact.
There's more than that,
Okay,
bro. There's more than
I
that,
don't.
bro. I mean, you guys are.
Man, look, he's not.
Come on.
He's trying to reach for something that he don't even know nothing. He's gonna reach his hand in a dark hole, and then the clown is gonna grab his hand and pull us down and say, "Here you go, Georgie. Here's a balloon." Like he has no say so in this conversation. I'm so sorry. He truly don't. I can talk about more about China. He's not from China. His name is Chef. I'll put that on my life. He's not nowhere from
I
China.
think he might be. Which part of China are you from, Chef? Chef?
No, I'm from Singapore, but I stayed in China for 6 years, bro. I'm like the
I lived in Singapore for 3.5 years.
Nice. Yeah. So you know how Chinese we are, right? We are like I mean we are like Chinese who can speak English better. That's all.
No,
You know what I
Chinese,
mean?
Chinese, dude, let's stop it. Stop it. Chinese guys got a fetish more than Mexicans, black men, white men. Y'all just like us. If I'm just being and
No,
you're
no,
not
no,
even
I-
China though, dude. You're not
Chef,
China.
Chef, I used to live off Charms Road. Off Balmoral Road. You know that area?
Okay. Yeah, I know. I mean,
That's where
I
I
was
lived,
in
yeah.
I was in Beijing for about 6 years. I was traveling around. So I was living in the first ring, within the first ring itself.
That does not mean
yeah.
they told you them secrets because you was living there. They're not gonna.
No,
bro,
it's-
you an outsider to them. They're not gonna fuck with you like that, dude.
No, it's different, though, bro. Okay. Just keep your mind open,
That's a
okay?
fact.
No, the Chinese people, right? They're
They're
a
not
little-
gonna fuck with you like that if you're not from China, unless you got ancestors or grandmas, aunties, and family
Yeah,
members.
I
They're
do,
not gonna
I do.
fuck with you like that, dude.
I do. That's why I go back to China all the time, and that's what
Let
I'm
me
telling
ask you this one question: Would you
Yeah.
ever fuck with a black girl or a Mexican girl before in your life?
Yes.
That's a
I don't
fact.
usually-
Because they're
I
not
don't-
gonna fuck with you if you fuck with somebody outside
Go,
your
G.
race. That's a fact.
Absolutely wrong, bro. Within my body
Oh my
count, I
God.
actually had a black girl, man. Woo. I'm United Nations, bro.
Listen,
It's a
listen.
girl, it's a girl,
I'll
man.
let you have that black girl, man. You can have it if you did.
So, go,
But
G,
I'm
we've
telling
learned
you,
something
if you
about you
did have
today.
that black girlfriend, your Chinese people is not. They're going to disown you faster than you can say rice, man.
Goji, I've learned something about you today. You're a misogynist.
Oh, stop it, man. Not
You know, there's so many Chinese people in Africa that because of the partnership, right? They're marrying African
I got more
girls.
Chinese friends than you.
Isn't
Yeah,
Tiger
American
Woods
African girls.
like a living example
Like
of
Dragon
just
Ball
like
Z, I'm in an anime.
when
So
black
I do.
and yellow come together, you get Tiger Woods, right? Just
Actually,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
about
yeah.
Africa.
It's got a Chinese name, isn't
No,
it? Tiger
Jasmine,
Woods.
when
Yeah.
black and yellow come together, what color does that make? It
So,
fucking
Chef,
makes a white
I was-
Caucasian person. That's what the
So,
fuck. It
Chef,
makes
I was
somebody
in-
that talk proper
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
Astro.
good in school.
So I
Yes.
was in Tangiers, right, which is North Africa, and
Yeah.
it's really weird meeting a Chinese person that has a really
He's
strong
not Chinese,
African
bro.
accent.
He is not Chinese. Stop
He's
it.
Singaporean Chinese.
I am. Yeah, I'm Singaporean
He
Chinese,
is
just like how
not
you are. How you
Chinese.
guys call yourselves like
How
African
can you call
Americans?
yourself a Chinese and you say you dated a black girl? I'll wait.
70% of Singapore are Chinese.
like it's not even honest anymore. Like,
I'll wait.
What,
He said
bro?
he Chinese. Dude, I'm serious. Stop laughing, dude.
any
He said
Asian
he's from China
black person
and you dated
who
a
dates
black
a black
girl, bro.
person cannot call himself like just. Are you being serious?
No, you
At this
can't.
point, it's just like
You cannot. Oh my God. If you're from China,
special.
where your
Shark
mom
Bus
at?
special.
Where your mom? Tell your mom right now and put it on speakerphone that you dated a black girl and watch what she's saying. Put it on speakerphone.
You know what? You're special. You are. Your Shark Bus special is what you are.
So I'm wrong. Anything that I said was wrong.
just. I don't want to say wrong, but it's just very.
Tell me,
He's wrong.
tell
No,
me
say
how
wrong, 'cause
very
that's the right way to
Tell me
say it.
how wrong. If you're a so-called China, tell me. Okay, tell your dad that you. Oh, not your dad, because your dad, China man, they fuck with us. But to ask your mom,
Wow.
ask your
Yeah.
mom.
You're as racist as they come, man.
Hey mom, I dated Chinese. I date a black woman from America, from North America, from the Bronx.
You know,
Tell me what
Yeah.
your mom gonna do.
you're
Nothing,
so
man. I
racist.
mean, Chinese people can like chocolates too, bro. I mean, it's fine, right?
I don't mean the flavor that you physically taste with your mouth. This guy's a weird because we don't taste like
No,
China.
You are.
I mean, it's a
Host,
joke. It's
I
a
don't
joke.
have
I mean,
Dude,
that's
we
what
do not taste like China. We do not taste like chocolate.
That's what I
This
call my
guy.
girlfriend
He's not
last
gonna
time, and
help
she calls me caramel, right? So I just call it chocolate, right? So
We
because
do not
I'm
taste
not
like
sharing
we can
little
do
bedtime
that.
stories
If you
with you,
from
bro.
America,
Time out,
I
everybody.
promise
Time
you,
out.
you could be from China, from America.
I'm
We
gonna have
would
to pull out
accept
some
that. Your
penalty
slang
cards here.
talking
Just
shit. We love
like,
that. But if you're from China, Okay, and then you say I would love me some chocolate mint, and you from China with that accent?
Why
Hey,
not?
Gucci.
Dude, black women gonna
Gucci.
flock towards you. White
Hey,
women gonna flock
Gucci.
towards you. Mexican, Asian
Hey,
women gonna flock towards you. That's not even from China.
Gucci.
But I'm letting you
Gucci.
know, if your mother find out that you are fucking with American black women,
She
she
found
gonna
out.
disown you.
She found out. I
Hey,
mean,
Gucci.
She gonna
I
disown you. Man, dude, stop playing with me. Please. Let's
So,
be
Gucci,
real
I
on
have a
TikTok.
question for you.
Your mother gonna
Hey,
disown
Gucci.
you.
Gucci, stop
Man.
rattling on. You keep nobody else gets a chance to talk because all you do is mouth off. So
I'm
listen,
just.
I have a question for you. I know it's amazing. So Gucci, I have
Hey,
a
can you
question for
please
you.
stop laughing?
As,
Because I'm so serious. Stop laughing.
so Gucci,
Because
I
he
have
know
a
if his
question for you.
mama
A
find out
serious
he dated a black woman, she
Gucci,
gonna
shut
kill
up.
him.
Gucci, shut up and let somebody else talk. So I have a question for you though. As an outsider, what's your opinion on intelligence?
Whoever have the better end of it, get to control the world
He
and get
didn't
to
get
make
it, did
history.
he?
What do you mean?
He didn't get what I said.
What? You said what do
I
what's
said,
my opinion on
I
intelligence?
said,
I just told you
no,
that.
I said, as an outsider, what's your opinion on intelligence?
Oh, you a foreigner. You're foreign. Your
Oh, he still
comedy
didn't get
isn't
it. That's
even
even
up par
funnier.
with their comedy. No,
No,
seriously,
he
your
didn't get
jokes
it.
is not compared to your jokes doesn't make sense to them.
No,
You are
anyone
the
with an
best definition of
IQ
different.
over 10, anyone with an IQ over 10 would have got that.
Dude, I didn't say anything wrong again.
It's not that you said
Jackie
anything.
Chan said that was the worst time he ever made Rush Hour because he did.
Okay, I muted him. Chaplin, go, quick.
Just hiding like I used
Yeah,
to
I
do
don't have the
stand-up
right to mute
comedy.
him.
So this was like a bulk of like my material of just like like just
Okay,
black
so take
and
this down from
white.
material. Take this down from material. Jackie Chan, when he made Rush Hour, he said that was the worst time of his life because he couldn't understand the jokes.
Yeah,
That's because he didn't
that's
speak
because
English at
Chris
the
Rock
time.
was talking so fast. I mean, no, was it Chris Rock? What's
Don't
that guy's
tell
name?
me I'm
in all
wrong here.
fairness,
Our comedy is
no, but
different
in
from
all
their
fairness,
comedy.
back
So that
then,
go back from the standpoint of your question.
Jackie
If
Chan's English was very
if
poor
I'm an
back then.
outsider, my intelligence is different from your intelligence because my intelligence to comedy is different from yours. My intelligence to anime is probably differentiated from yours. My intelligence only thing that is common. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just
Only
bring it
thing that is
down.
common
Bring it
is
down.
mathematics. Only
Yeah.
thing that is common. Okay. Only thing that is common is mathematics. That's a fact.
No,
Knock it
here's the
off.
difference between our intelligences. Between our intelligence,
There is
I
no.
have
There's
some, you
plenty of
don't.
differences, but only one remains. It's
There are
mathematics.
people who meditate.
No,
Do
man,
you
you
understand?
I'm telling
You
you,
do not
Because they're trying to
meditate
tell me
in
I'm
the
wrong here.
United
There's
States
nothing wrong.
because you're
I'm sorry.
too busy working.
Working and
Charles, you're
talking.
supposed to be a
Say
statue. Just sit pretty, love.
it all again. Oh, come
Only difference
on.
between us foreigners. I'm sorry. This is facts, and facts remain. Only difference between intellectual with facts. There's plenty of them, but there's one fact that remains. It's not English. It's not anything else. There's only mathematics. Tell me I'm wrong.
Mathematics is the
There's
universal
mathematics,
language.
and then there's things you
Thank
can't
you.
explain.
I'm not wrong about what I'm saying here, man.
Right,
Just
you're right, but there are also things you
Love, I
can't
know I'm.
explain
Look, I need
because
a
you're
man to
not
tell me
meant
that.
to. Some
Love.
people are not meant to understand.
Look, listen. Your voice is very lovely. You're the best definition of beautiful. But please sit in the hallway and just wait for this. Please stay in the hallway waiting.
why?
You need
Like
to.
why,
You
Gochi?
need to
Like
shut up.
why? Like is that the real you, or is this just like some character persona that you have embodied at this point? This is the first time
Who
I've
are you
met.
speaking to?
I'm speaking to Gochi at this instance right now, but
Yeah.
there's things that I would like to kind of also talk about that you mentioned, Sister Charms. But
Well,
again,
tell
just
what I have yet. One reasoning, or not even a reason. Just tell me one, not two or three or four. One reason, and tell me what I was wrong about.
Bro,
Meaning
Gucci,
that
Gucci,
the
hold
only
on. Gucci, can you please stop interrupting Chaplin, please,
no.
bro?
It's
He's my
a
co-host. No, but you haven't even had a chance to speak. He's my
Let
he's being
co-host, you
rude.
feel me? So
them
let
to
him
clap.
speak, bro. He's a
Oh,
friend,
my
and
bad,
please.
cultivated. My bad. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm following you too, bro. I like.
Gochi, please let him land.
We're not
Yeah.
doing with that land thing. We never land to Mars, so you will not use
Yeah.
that term with
Just
me.
let
Okay,
him just
let's not.
explain to the very end when
Let's
he's
not get back
done.
to that arguing. You know, like here's the thing. You know, like Sister Charms, when you came up, you said something about how Chinese like meditate and say that there are those who maybe aren't prepared for like that kind of like experience of meditation that end up, I will say, like I will paraphrase it in my words, like stuck, like in that realm that will either limbo, purgatory, or just
Go
like in another world, right? Like the people who are probably just out of their mind could fit in this category. But either way, you reminded me of something that like is in the martial arts like concept of just like we all have the
Absolutely
chi.
not. She can't karate. She can't karate.
Gochi, please.
I forgot that your name is
He is
Gochi.
so rude.
Gochi, we all possess a chi, right? The life energy in all of us. And those who are able to harness this energy and whatever are, you know, like the
Yeah, they be
Shaolin
like they
monks
like go.
that can go fly around on like, you know, whatever and like all that stuff. But
Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Okay. Uh, that chi that you're referring to, it's not like what people think it is. That chi is just a level of what's that thing called when you sit down crisscross and you tone out the whole world? It's called meditating. That's what it is, meditating. And that chi, when you meditate, it can figure out almost any situation. You can find lawyers and you go to their documentaries on Netflix or whatever, but you can even go on Netflix on Hulu. Documentaries on Hulu. You can look at these lawyer stories and they tell you how they figure out the answer to their cases, and they sit down and they meditate. Just like
I find
surgeons.
it. I find it,
I can
Gochi,
see with
really
that.
interesting that you're, Gochi. I find it very interesting that you are telling Asian people about chi when chi is Asian.
Chi is not Asian. That's me and you, idiot. Did he just tell you what chi is?
first of all, I'm American. So the fact that you, oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Nah, chi,
I
no,
know,
chi is within everybody. There's chi, ki, chakras, however you want to name it. There's anime for that shit that'll break it down to you.
Um,
Oh,
You even
man,
got
you are
Jujutsu
hilarious.
Kaisen called Curse Spirits that break that shit down to
I
you.
think you, Gochi. I think you should be on stage. That way we can throw stuff at you.
So
Hey,
what I can
that's one of
catch
those
it and
days
throw it
of
back?
like
No,
gestures. So, you
dude.
know, like
no,
as a
no, no.
I know.
You guys want to know something? You can actually throw a demon at somebody. Do you know that?
Oh
Oh,
no,
love, stop with
no.
that. Stop
No,
with
you
that.
can actually
Charles.
do that. I have had it done to me, and I did not know how
That's why,
to
listen,
protect
you are the
myself.
definition of
When
no,
you are out with
love.
Gochi.
your meditation, when you're out with your meditation beat, it's even more of like a target. Okay. I know many people who have gone out and they're constantly trying to protect themselves because every night they're doing something that has nothing to do with our lives. Okay. And they're too busy in the spiritual world rather than this movie that we're in. Okay. They believe in the truth. Okay. So they decide to make themselves just one, in one room. And they just they figure out themselves. Certain people even know how to do it on their own without any teachings. Like these special people, okay, they're they're here to do something. So you cannot deny the power in the spirit that you hold.
Yes, you
It's from God.
can. Jesus, they
No, you
even got
can't
a
deny.
no,
Gochi.
wait, I have to
Gochi,
interrupt. I
Gochi, there's a
have to.
saying, there's a quote that says, whether you think you can or you can't, you're probably right. So this is where,
No,
like,
there's also a code. Listen with the intent to understand rather than the intent to reply. Knock it off. No, there's not.
You are definitely not
Love,
in
let me just
tune
tell you about
with
demons and
your
angels and things
chakras,
like that. You
and
will
that
find in the
because you
Bible
said
that the
things
angels
like
actually looks
chakras, and I
just
knew
like
right
demons, and the
there,
demons look like angels. That's a
Gochi, I
fact.
knew right there that when you said chakras and things like ooh, like it's a game.
Because I watch anime. Hear me out. I
Hey,
didn't read
there's
this out of
He's
a
an
nothing
book. I
wrong
expert because
watch
he
with that.
watches
anime.
The
anime.
truth.
So like, yeah, it's just like, does that give you like credible? I mean, just like
Wow.
Gochi,
There's
like
Yeah.
certain
I'm
things that
done.
tell you
Watching
the truth
anime
in
makes it
anime.
I'm
credible. It's
Yes,
done.
funny.
it tells you the truth.
Because
Are
I'm
you
letting her
promise?
Okay,
know that you
but
can watch anime.
you
You
don't,
keep on learning shit from a
obviously you
fucking
don't
cartoon.
understand in the
no,
power you actually hold.
I understand
So,
more
Okay,
than you,
Gochi,
love.
it's
Gochi,
all like meant to bring forth to you,
I'm about to
but
mute
you're
my
not
mic. I'm
supposed to
done.
believe it
oh,
because it's
promise?
supposed to be foreign to you. So foreign that you can't even think about it or touch it or like have an experience out of
perceive,
it.
You see how me
perceive.
and Astro Penta
Yes.
me and Astro Penta we kind of had a 1-and-1.
Don't put
And
me in
then
the
I
same
was just
basket as
asking
you, man.
questions. Hold on,
Don't
hold on, hold
don't
on,
don't
hold
do this
on.
deflection like Gochi.
Because
Just
Don't do that.
we were just having a very good conversation. You interrupted once, twice, and it was okay. It
No,
was fine with me. I
no.
have
So
no
Don't put
you
me
problems
in
know
with
the
that
that.
a
Don't get
very
me
Bible,
good
wrong.
right? Because
But
conversation.
the
I know
problem that I
real
have,
quick, because I
the
know the
problem
Catholic
that I hold
Bible,
on, Amora,
Gochi,
give me a
okay,
second.
and
Is that
in
Jasmine?
the Catholic
Give me a
Bible,
second.
okay, it
The
tells me
Catholic, do not get me started on that Bible.
Jesus, which is
No
Yahweh,
way.
came here,
Okay,
okay, to
that was
show
my mod
people.
power. Like, I just want to say sorry to interrupt your charms, but just like I have mod powers,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
cultivated.
Go
Like,
ahead.
I'm gonna start like using them. If I abuse them, please let me know. But again, like Gochi, just like that was a little timeout. So just come back. You got a new at bat. You got a new like count right here, and I give everybody 3 strikes or 4 balls, right? And just if you can, just mute up and like civil conversation is listening, right? And responding and stuff like that. So just show me this time that you are capable of just like disciplining yourself through whatever you have knowledge from, whether it's through anime and also your Jehovah's Witness background and all that stuff. I'm not dismissing any of that as whatever, but I'm just telling you, just like to somebody who like listens, observes, and thinks, like my father told me that an empty can usually makes the most noise, right? And I know you're not empty, right? So just just listen. Does that make sense? And just try not to
Yes,
just
it
like,
does.
especially like be so misogynistic towards like not only
Oh
charms, but just
wow.
like any.
Oh wow.
You are.
Hey, I'm somebody
I
who
think you're
tries to
saying be
teach
free
people.
spirited.
I mean, just free spirited and mindful while being freely spirited, right? We all have the freedom of speech, but we should be mindful of the speech that we freely use, right? Whether it's
Okay.
Yes, of
But I
everyone's
will use my
belief.
I
Be
will
respectful.
I will speak. I only know Cultivator here because I follow him from like a few lives ago, like many lives ago, in fact. So I'm very respectful. I am not going to just call nobody abruptly out their names. I listen to her. I listen with the intent to understand. But when she go off, when she say aliens and uses supernatural fictional stuff, it
Oh
throws me in the
man,
river, and I don't even know how to
that's
swim.
what they made you believe. You've been poisoned
no,
since
hold on,
birth.
Charm,
So I'm not even
charm.
holding it
You
against
don't
you.
you don't have to you don't have to have a response to that. I'm just telling you
Just let's
the
Usa. I
reasons of
heard
my
you.
responses.
I heard you, Gochi. Just
Okay.
like the language of just like incorporating words like aliens and all that stuff is foreign to you, and therefore it's a
It's not just
rocky
foreign,
like
it's make
foundation.
believe. We
Well,
watch
I mean to
movies.
you, like this is a big disconnect for you that needs to be reconciled before we are able
It
to
does
move
not need to
forward.
be reconciled. It does not need to be reconciled.
Well, I would say there needs to be some kind of mutual kind of understanding on maybe the language we are using and what like the meaning behind
Okay,
it is.
understanding.
Yeah. So
Understanding.
Chaplain,
Okay.
what did you have a question for me?
I mean, the question was when I was talking about you sharing just like your like experience of just like this meditation. And I believe Gochi was talking about like astral projection with his lawyers and doctors who are like able to meditate and get in this posture that allows them to, I guess, like go into
including
a different
businessmen making business
yeah,
deals.
whatever it is, whoever whoever chooses to harness this procedure, right, and do it for whatever intent they choose to, end up being successful at it. But Buddhists don't do it to like learn what stocks are going to make them money or anything like that, like how to win a case. They do it to center like their spiritual like war, right? Like we all have,
And
this
we all know
spiritual.
Buddhists is like we can't talk on Buddhists. With
Bu-
none of us,
Buddhist
and
is
that's a fact.
it's Buddhist. It's
That's a
Buddhist.
fact.
First of all, the word
No,
is Buddhist.
none of us should have no say so because none of us got a hair shaving this. None of us know knowledge on Buddhism. None of us practice any of them philosophy. So we can't speak on that
Speak
particular.
for yourself. I understand Buddhism.
No, you do not.
Charles, it's
Oh,
Buddhism
I
or Buddhism?
understand it. It
It's
doesn't mean
Buddhism,
that.
guys.
Yes.
I was gonna say
So
Buddhism because
yes,
all of them like
it's
booty, but
Buddhism, but he said Buddhism, so I'm like booty. Go ahead. So
because they
that's what you
all
think
like
of
big
them.
booty women,
That's
they do.
that's
They
what
are
you think of
sexual.
them. Because
They
let me
act
tell
like
you
they're
something.
not. This a
Buddha
fact. This is
is
a
a big
fact.
thing about peace. Do you know that? He was just a regular man.
I tell you
Mike
what
is
about
dropping
Buddhism.
here.
I
This
tell
is
you what
Buddha
about
was just a
listen
Buddhism.
to him
regular
talk.
I tell you what
person
about Buddhism.
that
They
that
like
knew
big
who
booty.
he was and
They
separated
like
himself from everybody else and wanted to come in contact with the natural,
Oh, Charms, tell
period.
me
I
about that
can't even
guy.
say more than that.
Tell me
It's
about that
just
guy Muhammad.
natural
Hold on.
to
Tell me about that guy Muhammad. Tell me about him, Charms.
Just
no, let me tell
before
you
we just
something.
start jumping around Gochi, just like again, I'm gonna say this is like ball one right here. I'm gonna show you like right there.
Right.
Just like just slow down, bro. Like just listen to us. Like when you say like there's nobody on here who knows anything about Buddhism, I'm just like
No, I
that.
don't think there is.
Okay, well, obviously Charms is trying to tell you that she's got some
She don't even know
like.
nothing about her own
Okay,
religion, which
so
is
let me tell you
Christianity. She can't
something.
even tell me
Let me
I
tell
can
you
school her
Okay,
something.
more
so
than
now
Christianity
Let me
than
tell
she
you
that's strike
can.
something.
one.
There are
So now you're at
many.
strike one
There
and
are
ball one right there,
right.
Gochi. Right? Okay, so I'm trying to help you here, brother. I'm trying to teach you in a sense. But again, Charms, please, sorry about this. Just forgive us, boys. Like the
Yes.
brotherhood is something else in this context.
Have you ever read the Tao of
So
Pooh?
really, there's
I have.
many versions of Buddha, and it's because
No, there is not. That's why this
yes,
only
there's
should be man in
many
this
versions.
conversation.
That's why you don't
Strike
know
two.
nothing, and you telling us that we don't know, but you don't know nothing, and that's crazy.
Absolutely, I do. Are you kidding me?
In a
Absolutely,
context
I
where
do.
you
Better
want to
go
hear
do your
men talk,
research right now.
like Gochi, you are not a man, you are an adolescent. From like just my perspective, no shade or nothing, but a man is able
No
to.
shade. I'm not listening to a man that says no shade, but just cause you are the moderator here, I will.
Yeah, so
All
you
right.
got to now, right? Okay, so there we go. Thank you, Cultivated,
All
for
right.
that thing. Okay, so now I have just kind of this thing, even though you want to like treat me as everybody else, but now you have to discipline yourself and listen to me, okay? And I'm not, again, I don't mean to, make myself sound less than in your like
No,
perspective by
no,
saying
it's just
no
that I
shit.
wanted to get back to that conversation. I just wanted to get back to that conversation. Me, Chef, and Astro, Pointer. I'm gonna say Pointer. I just want to have a conversation with us two. Charms does not have a license in this conversation, man.
Oh,
You should
No,
not
we
have
didn't
even.
Okay, so again, there is ball two right there where I beamed you with
What?
the ball
What?
at
No.
this
What?
point.
No. How?
Yes.
No
You're being
way. No
disrespectful.
way.
You
No way.
want
No
to
way.
you want to go
Retrial.
back. You want to go back to like a conversation where you said it was just Cultivated, Astro, and pretty much just the boys here before Charms was up here that you perceived as just like good.
I
Where
said. I said they do Chef and Astro Pointer. I call him Pointer, not Printer. I just wanted a conversation that we was having that was before this conversation, and you said strike two. I don't understand how I got a strike two. And all I was trying to
Try
let
to
them
be
know, like,
misogynist.
hey,
So
China people,
maybe you should
Buddhism.
slow down and try to understand why you got to strike two, rather than just like going for ball three at this point, right? Like you said,
All right. I shut up. Just go back to strike one, and I'll mute my mic. Go back to strike one.
Doesn't work that way.
You're at strike two balls. Okay, so just listen to me, right? Like it's not saying anything, but it's just my system that I use for myself to be able to regulate myself and also
But that
regulate.
isn't fair because Charm doesn't understand. I know she don't understand. This is a fact. I don't even believe that she's just talking just to talk at this point.
Right,
I
but
don't
and if
believe
you
that she
already
understands.
have that mindset, then that's where I told you whether you think you can or you can't, you're gonna be right. So if you hold that like observation or that opinion, perception of Charms, like you are, like not going to be a like contributor in the conversation and like live that I know Cultivated is really trying to promote right
I've
here.
been
And
putting my diamonds out there. I've been making sure I've been giving people diamonds and things like that.
well, sometimes again, just like making like splashes and stuff, like to people with like a integrity of trying to do something more than just make money or something like that. Like, and again, just listen to what I'm saying. You're like, Gochi, like I don't watch any anime, even though my people are the ones who are creating all of this. That's a joke on me type thing. But when you tell me, when you told me, just like Jackie Chan said that he had the worst time of his life filming Rush Hour, right? Because he couldn't understand the jokes like that were being told and stuff like that, right? Like, I agree with you. I heard him say that, but he wasn't saying that in the context of saying just like he was miserable and being tormented. It was just a difficult like position than he used to be in, where he was doing Chinese movies and telling Chinese jokes. He was just like, if I speak in Chinese, I will make the whole room laugh. If I speak in American, I don't know why they're laughing. Like type thing where Jackie Chan,
because his English was very
right. There was a language barrier, right? And then he's got Chris Tucker, like racial.
I think that we both know. Stop it. We both know exactly what he was saying, and we are both in one accord, 100, not 99, 100% agreement to that. We are. You do not have to explain that whatsoever. I just want to save time. And when I was getting at was the reason why I said that is because that he asked me a question. His question was, if you are outsiders, your intelligence.
What is your opinion on intelligence?
On intelligence, yeah. And I gave him my opinion. I said there's numerous opinions about being intelligent. You could be intelligent with comedy. You could be intelligent with anime, gamer. You could be intelligent with any artist. Even being a cultivist, whatever you want to call it. But all universal long. We all have one thing in common, and that's mathematics. That is a fact.
Okay, let me explain something.
But there are like logical questions, and if I may, like before you go, and sorry to interrupt you, Astro, but like the answer to the question that you were probably looking for, like as a like metric of just like gauging if we can track like just logically what we're asking, right? Like my answer would have been an outsider, right? What is an outsider's opinion of intelligence? It's an outsider's opinion type thing. Like that would have been.
I gave my opinion.
No, but you hear my answer. My answer would have been.
Two is on here, boo boo.
Hey, we can't hear you. Fix your mic, bro. We can't hear you.
Sorry. Like if I was asked the same question, like Astro, like asked me that question. This is where I don't think I understood exactly the intent that Astro was maybe asking this question.
I understood it perfectly.
Well, I am gonna play. I'm gonna play the fifth grader and say I didn't understand it perfectly.
So let me explain it.
So like I was saying down there, okay, we're able to manipulate certain things, okay, and that's the truth, okay. I'm tired of walking around it, okay. we're able to manipulate
She's tired
things.
of walking around a
Okay.
desert rich.
And I'm tired. I'm
Straight through.
tired at this point. We can manipulate things to our own advantage. That's why certain people can't understand this kind of knowledge. Okay, that's why that it's very, very common for these billionaires to try to reach out to philanthropists and other people who understand that what they don't understand. Okay, and they try to turn into us, but they cannot in any way because God won't let that be. Okay, we can actually do things that you believe in, like the anime thing, like they make it like it's not true, but if you understand what they're saying and everything's coming true and everything's making sense, okay, just like the Simpsons, we're dumb with the Simpsons, we're watching that, oh,
Stop it. The
retarded.
Simpsons is
They
nothing
laugh
like
at us. They
anime.
laugh at
Lord
us
mercy.
because you know what? These people are making it funny, and the comic books really told us actually what was gonna happen or what was going on or what actually happened. Like, it's all different lives. Okay, this is the upside down of everything because we are in a world that we have to find out ourselves who we are off of the knowledge. That's why that's why they put up the owl, okay? Because the owl represents knowledge, but they're quiet and they stay in the shadows, okay? You have to understand that this is a system to break us down to not know who we actually are. That when we're at one with each other, that is a big, big threat. And
No,
that is
it's
what's
not.
happening
No, it's
today.
not.
That they understand in other places that this president that we have, he is the truth of
Wow.
everything that we've been explaining our whole lives in comic and Marvel and all these other things, uh, shows that just show you certain parts that there is time travel and there are people who are manipulating things because they
Oh
have
wow,
come
so
in
you actually
contact
like Trump.
with
You like
other
Trump.
beings to try
Can
to
we talk?
understand us, but the other beings cannot understand us. They will
Can we
never
talk about time
understand us
travel?
because they could never be us. Okay,
Can
we're
we talk about
made
time
in the
travel?
image of God, but we look weak. That's the purpose. We
Hey,
look
Charm,
weak
Charm.
because
There's a
our
guy
face,
named
you judge it, but
Charm.
the spirit, you're not.
Named
You're just
Tesla.
going in, and that's why they leave
Just listen.
poverty.
There's a guy named Tesla. Okay, back in 19,
It
somebody can
goes
tell
deep.
me. They can tell me, and they confiscated everything. And Donald Trump, great uncle, it's not even 3 greats, it's only 2, and he confiscated all his things. All right, what Tesla found, not Elon Tesla that y'all know of today. I'm the modern Tesla. I'm talking about back in what 19. Somebody can
Nikola
give me the
Tesla.
exact date.
You mean Nikola Tesla?
I mean, somebody
Not
help
the
me out.
Tesla,
Somebody help
not
me
Elon
out.
Tesla.
Okay, so
Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, Nikola Tesla. You're talking about.
Tesla, our technology, iPhones and all that could have been created hundreds of years ago. That's a fact.
No, well, the radio was invented in the 1800s.
Just that's okay. You agreeing with me even more. Let me say it one more time.
No, I'm not
iPhones.
agreeing with you. I'm just telling you a fact.
I know you're not. I know you're not trying to, but you are anyway. iPhones and all that could have been sit up there. And this is the language of simplicity. It could have been created hundreds of years ago, but they said no. We have consumers, and we want to use them consumers. How can you use them consumers? Is by their emotions. And then once social media came into play, pop goes the weasel.
Emotions only,
And then that's
not
when
the
politics come in.
poison.
Like, hold on, we have a woman named Hillary Clinton that even ran for president, and I mean that woman is the devil. I don't know. I don't want to use the wrong
You're
words on TikTok.
reading. We're
But
literally eating
you
and
even had a woman named Hillary Clinton and then Kamala Harris, which was a hoe.
it's negative vibration.
Okay, that's full count at this point.
Wow.
You guys have heard the joke, just like the best way to get Donald
It's
Trump
not
elected
because
is
they
to
laughing
have
at us,
a
love, because
woman.
It's not funny.
this is
It's
not their
not
country.
funny
So of course
that
we're gonna
we
talk about
are
it, right?
consuming negative vibrations.
Yes,
The
we are, but guess who we
the
love?
EpiPen is off of a black substance that's like glue that goo that comes from our
No,
brain
it's
off
not.
of fear.
You was
Okay?
better
Do
yet
you
staying
want
with
me to
glue.
tell you what it is? I research everything.
You don't know how to
Okay?
research a damn thing.
No,
Tell me,
you
how do
don't.
you research?
What
Gochi.
are we talking about? I just came in. Can somebody fill me in?
Okay. You guys,
Because
I'm
I'm
getting to the
dying to
point
know, how do
where
she research?
no,
What do you
you
do
guys
in your
are
Chef.
research? Did you
understanding
just
what
Okay,
go on
okay,
I'm
Google
okay.
and just go
saying.
to
Everybody
the
stop.
first things that
Everybody
pop up?
stop. Everybody
Yeah.
stop. Astro has something to say. Astro, go for it, please. Thank you.
Well, I was asking the question a while ago since
Jeff, you
people
sound
were
like you under the
mentioning.
bed talking. Like, dude,
Okay,
unless
now
you can
there you
fix
go
your
again. Now
mic.
you're cutting me off,
Didn't we have
right?
a
You're
debate
being
earlier and I
rude.
debunked everything you
One
said?
second. Again, you're mouthing off again.
Because you
One,
said
you're
you was
being
from
rude to
China,
her.
and I was like,
You
you're
are
not
being
from China.
rude. I never said I was from China.
You said you had a black
I
girlfriend. I was like,
I
your
never said
mother
that.
would
Please
disown
move
that
past
girlfriend
that,
in a heartbeat.
Goichi. Let Astro go on with the next topic. All right,
So,
chill,
Gochi,
chill, chill.
you got verbal diarrhea. You need to put a plug in it, right?
Okay, Astro, just go for it. Just go for it. Let's not go
Yeah.
into
So like
comments and
I
stuff.
No,
All
the
right.
guy Chuck, he said that he had a
the
black
question
girlfriend.
the question that was asked a while ago, someone mentioned about time travel, and I said, look, since we're talking about stuff, let's talk about that. So, a little bit. Let's talk about actual science. So, can we travel through time? We can travel forward in time. This we know. The faster you move, time slows down for you, and it doesn't slow down for everybody else. So you can actually go forward in time by moving fast enough. We cannot go backwards in time. That we do, or we also know, but we can go forward. So time travel is a real thing. You're doing it right now. You're going forward in time. Very slowly, but you're moving forward in time. We can never go backward in time. This we know for sure.
How do you know that for
Stephen,
sure?
well, the math says we can't do it, and also Stephen Hawking came up with the chronology protection conjecture that actually basically says that there's something in the universe that prevents us going backwards. Because if you can go backward in time, you can change timelines. You could potentially go back and prevent your
Dude.
parents from shut up. You can potentially go back and prevent your parents from ever meeting, and therefore you could never exist, and that can't happen. So you can't go back and change time, but we can move forward in time
Yeah, but
by moving fast.
the
The
problem is
problem
with
that I
that, our
have with that is,
mathematics
hold
is
on,
not
wait a minute.
100%.
No, thank you, love,
So
thank you. I'll let her talk because that's exactly my point that I was going to make across. So go ahead. Absolutely.
our mathematics is not 100%. So
Absolutely.
to determine something as complicated as that,
Absolutely.
it's not something that somebody, regardless of how smart they are,
It's not probable.
can you know what I mean? Can come with that assumption.
It's not
I
probable,
understand.
and he
Because that's
know it.
just a
Other time
It's
hypothesis.
not.
all
It's
the
not
time.
probable, and he know it.
It's about
He just
energy.
being an
So
asshole.
Yeah.
okay, now you want to get kicked because if you're going to speak to me like that, I can kick you because I'm also a mod, and I will not have you disrespect.
Disrespect? Kick me if you want, but you're wrong. I don't care. Kick me.
So
But you're wrong when you
you
said that, and the young lady was correct.
so let me explain, right? So so the math doesn't
Prophet
really tell us
Muhammad
we can
used
go
to fuck
backward.
kids.
Why does EM6? Oh wow. Okay, this took me. Okay, this is a good problem right here. Why
No,
does E
when E
equals?
equals MC squared, we know because energy we can convert energy into mass and so on.
No, energy equals mass. No. Let me say
Do you
it.
know what E equals
And
MC squared means?
not anymore. Not
Yeah, you
anymore.
don't know, so then you
Because
don't
he
know.
was
That's the
wrong.
conflict.
He was wrong. That equation is wrong.
No, that's not wrong actually.
That's the most famous equation, and yes, it is wrong.
And it's not wrong.
2012, they proved that was wrong.
No, it's not.
So it's the mass energy equivalence, and it's not wrong.
Okay, so tell me how it's
Yeah.
not
It's just
wrong,
a
and I'll tell you how it's
formula.
wrong. Tell me how
Well,
it's
you
not
tell us
wrong, and
how
I'll
it's
tell you
wrong,
how
and
it
I'll tell
is.
you how you're wrong. How about that?
No, go first.
So we know that because that's how the sun works. The sun turns mass into energy. We know this.
Absolutely not. No, it does not.
Yes,
No,
it
it
does
does
through nuclear
not.
fusion. Yes, it does through
The sun does
thermonuclear
not
fusion.
turns mass in energy, and you know it. No,
It
it does
does.
not.
There,
It does through
absolutely.
using the
So does the
proton
moon.
chain of nuclear fusion.
Charms, please. This man talking. No, it does not.
Yes, it
Excuse
does.
me, you're talking over him.
Man,
So it uses the proton chain of nuclear fusion to turn the hydrogen into helium, and in the process of fusing those elements, it releases energy. That's turning mass into energy. E equals
tell
mc
me what
squared.
is helium? Is not mad. Helium does not consist.
Helium.
Helium does not consist.
There's
This
no
is a
such thing as
fact.
helium.
This is a fact. Helium does not consist on no
There is no such thing as
friction.
helium.
Only things that consist on friction is mass. Tell me
There
one
is no
thing
such thing
that
as helium.
has a surface like a table that does not
It's
consist of
helium, not
friction.
helium. So when
Yeah,
during a
helium.
Helium
fusion,
does not consist on no
so
mass.
He said it again.
yeah,
What
so
am I saying?
I think you should let the SMEs answer this one, right?
Okay, no,
So
y'all
so
English people.
when
That's
a
why
fusion
Canada. That's
reaction
why Canada
occurs,
is not like
when
America
a
because
fusion reaction
y'all weird.
occurs, a tiny bit of that mass gets converted into energy.
No,
Yes, it
no,
does.
a tiny
Yes.
bit of mass is not converted into energy. It's converted
is.
into z. Fuck. I gotta put my fucking fuck. I don't know
Again,
off the top of
correct
my.
that. It isn't
I'm not gonna lie. I
helium.
was
I
gonna
don't know
ask
what
what the
I
that
hell
don't know
is
is.
off the top of my
helium.
head, but energy cannot be consist on mass.
I think
Okay.
Shit.
I think
I got my
helium is
words
more
mixed up.
interesting than you, sir.
Energy,
Because we're all focused on it. We want to know what is helium.
energy is like me and you and the guy right there, the host. The host
We're not
is
energy. We're
cultivist.
matter. We're not energy.
No, we are energy. Die today,
No.
and I bet $1 million on the table. You're never gonna
No,
die.
we are not. We are
What's
mass.
You
helium
can
though?
never die.
Yeah, I've never
That's
heard
a
of helium
fact.
either. It's helium, not
I
helium.
think it's
I'm sorry,
it's
I
a
don't
different
want to
I
speak
heard of
so
polio.
I don't want to speak so direct,
Helium is
but
the new
we can
buzzword,
never
guys.
die. We are not helium, you idiot.
Well, hold on. Are you
Helium
trying
is
to
the new
say
buzzword.
helium? What is like? Yeah, like you I
Because
can't.
y'all making me
We were talking
upset,
about
bro.
helium
Y'all
as
mixing
well,
my
but I was
Oh,
words.
so
I
man.
can't
confused now.
even get my words straight because humans is not mixed with any type of hydrogen, water,
No, I never
carbon
said we're not
dioxide.
hydrogen.
So Hulian
What's the
is
other?
like your
We
like
consist of 7
combination
different things.
of
Helium
human
is not one
and
of them, you
alien.
idiot.
Don't call me an idiot, bro.
Maybe
You don't
he's
need-
maybe
you
he's getting
don't.
mixed up with Julio, the singer.
Look, I'm trying to figure out, and I'm really trying hard now. After you calling me an idiot, like coachy, like I'm like trying to be like your batting coach here, but just like yo, man, like
Dude, I'm on Google looking up what's helium.
Dude, I'm like
right
Babe
now.
Ruth. I don't, bro.
I
You just
can't
gonna get hurt
find
along
it.
the way trying
It's
to be
like,
my betting coach.
did,
Stop
did
playing.
you mean
let me
helium?
explain.
It's like,
Us human beings. Hold on.
Okay.
Us human
All right.
beings.
I can
If you got
explain
a
to you.
Chinese do it at University of 2000, it was like 2017.
Let
All
me
these
explain
studies
to
is
you
like
how it
less than
works.
10 years ago. This is a fact. Everything I'm saying is less than 10 years ago. The studies that was founded less than 10 years ago. Listen,
So go to
us human beings. You saying that us human beings we consist of helium? Is that what you're trying
No,
to
I
tell me?
don't. No, and
What
there's no
the
such
hell
thing
is
as helium.
helium?
Okay, you idiot. Thank you. Oh, you're not an idiot no more. You're actually smart for agreeing with me on that.
Well,
You're right
it's
about that.
helium, not helium.
Helium. Okay, so you mean to tell me
helium is
us
a
human
gas.
beings have He
No, I never said
helium?
that. I never said that.
We do not. You idiot. Aren't
I
we
never
a
said
mass
that.
of energy? Yes or no?
I never said no. We're not. We're mass. We're not energy.
Okay, and this is where personally
If you're
I would say I interject with that because I believe we are both like mass and energy, right? Like in this sense, right? If we are
No, we.
mass,
I mean, in a sense, yes, but we do not have helium in our body whatsoever.
I
Not in
never
our
said we
physical
did.
nor spiritual. We don't have
Okay.
I
helium
never
in
said
us.
we did.
we've
If we
established
did
that
inject
that's not what
helium in
was.
us, we would die on the spot.
I see
Even
We
you
would
somebody that
die.
touches, we would be
We
the
would
new
all sound
coronavirus.
like chipmunks at this thing, just like
We'd all sound like
this-
chipmunks with helium balloons. Yeah.
You're
And
trying to
maybe-
say helium.
maybe.
Let's say that a living grass or a tree branch or something like that have consists with helium in it. It wouldn't be a tree
don't.
anymore. It'd be a freaking poisonous oak or something.
You're
Poisonous
correct.
oaks even got
Now
energy in them.
we're not talking about the human body being consistent or made up of helium at all. I don't even know how it got brought up, but it was brought up as helium.
Because the reason why it got brought up because he said the energy consists with.
I know what he said and why you're saying what you're saying, but now you said something very interesting where you asked him, "Are we energy?" And he said, "No." He says,
I said we're no. I said we are not. I said we are energy.
Right.
Yes.
I disagree.
We can never. I'm telling you, us human beings, we can never die. We can only consist.
So
where
is your science degree then? Please explain to me.
We can go in the Bible. We don't gotta go in no fucking degrees. We can go in the Bible.
Oh, that's a science book.
If we want to go religion, we can go in religion. I'm not even religious.
Science
But we can
book.
go in religion if
I'm
we want
very
to.
concerned.
I'm
Charms,
stay in one place.
Also.
This is the battle, Charms. So welcome to the front line at this point.
No, she needs to stay in the sideline. Stay in the hallway waiting when you belong.
Okay, he can't be behaving like this still.
To a lot of things because the Z's had made a whole different Bible many times and they've been kicked out because of their actions.
No, that was the Jews, love. No, that was the Jews that made the Bible so many times.
Yeah. So you get
Now he's
it.
been anti-Semite.
So that's the thing that we've been constructed to think.
We
a
was not
certain way.
constructed. No, that was
Yes.
King James killed his own. I mean, unalive. He beheaded his own mother. So you really gonna go off his version of the Bible? There's over 53, 54 versions of the Bible that we know of today. There's probably more of the versions of the Bible that we know of.
Guys,
there's possibly more.
Gochi, again, full count, brother. So like, there's a quote from Bruce Lee that says, it's like somebody pointing a finger at the moon. If you concentrate on the finger, you miss all the heavenly glory. Okay, so just marinate.
That's like the same thing. If you look at the window, you're gonna try to stare at the sunset. You're gonna miss the specks on the window. Like, dude, we understand that philosophy, but my thing, Charms, stay in a woman place, man. You're gonna miss the game by trying to act like you know the game. You're gonna miss it.
They're telling you what to do.
He's been very disrespectful.
Being disrespectful because I'm being a man?
Gochi, you're not the only one on the panel, sir.
Yeah, so you
and this
need to
thing
behave,
where,
Gochi, or you
like,
have to
sister,
go, seriously.
He has a very kind of
because all them women is unmarried. They do not have a man in the bedroom right now.
I am married.
Like on the couch or anywhere of some sort. So I do not care what they gotta think.
5 girls.
At all.
Just like
You see, I was trying to be very respectful, and unlike him, yes, I am a mod, and you just seem not to understand. Like, this is a panel where everybody's having a discussion. If you can't behave, I'm gonna drop you. Just please behave.
He's been very disrespectful. He was.
Be a moderator?
So
Yes, I am a mod.
Okay, I have to go. I love you guys. I hope you live as long as you want. Won't for nothing as long as you live. Thank you. Thank you so
That's a
much.
nice thing. That's a nice
Enjoy your
ending.
day, Gochi.
Hey, Cultivator, I'm gonna keep following you, my brother. Life, love, bro.
So, we were talking about the sun, about how it makes energy. So the sun.
I'm also follow that guy Chaplin, man. Like I like him. He cool with me.
Okay.
Thanks, brother. We're all family and humanity.
Yeah, the sun creates energy using E equals mc squared, and it converts mass into energy by fusing hydrogen into helium. And when it does so, it releases when it does two H1 atoms fuse together, they release a positron, and they also release a neutrino, right? And then that gets H2 is what you end up with, and then you fuse that with H1 again, and that releases a gamma ray, and it creates this He3, right? So that converts energy into mass into energy. That's how our star does it.
So where does the
There's
C
one or two other
squared
steps in there.
apply in that
speed of light.
scenario?
It's
Okay,
the speed of light.
So you said it's our star, the sun, that is the mass, right? That is creating this energy.
under gravity, like under the mass of gravity squashing the core of our star down, because our star is so big. It's if you compress stuff tight enough, it gets hot, right? Like your air conditioner, you compress the gas, it gets hot. You release the gas into a larger area, it cools down. That's how your air con works, right, at home. In the star, you're compressing down hydrogen gas, and it gets so hot in the core from the compression of gravity, because there's so much mass there, that creates fusion.
And
that's and by doing that, that's when energy is released during that fusion process. It's called, in our star, it's called a proton-proton chain. In bigger stars, it's called there's a slightly different process called a CNO cycle, the carbon, nitrogen, oxygen cycle, on really large stars, way bigger than our sun.
A CNO cycle.
Yeah,
right.
CNO.
Right.
Yeah.
Just see it and then okay. But
like
again,
Beetlejuice,
like not the movie, but like the star.
No, Beetlejuice,
right? Like,
the star that's in Orion right now. That's so big. If that was in our solar system, the outer edge of that star would be out as far as the orbit of Jupiter. That's how big Betelgeuse is. All of the inner planets are gone. Even Jupiter is gone. It'll be inside the star. That's how big that star is. And that star is so massive, it goes through this. It does some proton-proton chain, which I just kind of slightly explained there. And it also does the CNO cycle primarily.
I mean, honestly,
I enjoy heliophysics.
Heliophysics, like that's the thing where I'm not somebody who is like educated in these topics, but everything that I know was learned and stuff like that. So just give me that grace in this sense. But in this context, there's just like E equals MC squared, the theory of relativity that like changed the science, like minds and like everything as we know it, like layman or like professional, right? But in this context, Astro, you said something about time travel where we cannot go back in time. We are always going forward in time. Just like all of us here on TikTok, this live, are traveling forward in time, right?
Correct.
Like, but we are now.
The physics doesn't allow us to go backwards.
And there's a lot. Let's not get there yet. But again, like this is where
I didn't want to say.
Like the speed of light. Like, would you contest that we are going forward in time at this moment on this TikTok live Cultivated is hosting at just regular speed, like as the world, like we are off TikTok, or at the speed of light, like that constant, like whatever it is, right?
We're not moving. We're not really moving at the speed of light. We are spending most of our time moving through. We're going through time very slowly. We're spending most of our energy going through space, is what we're doing. Whereas, so think of it this way: if I give you $10, right? If I have $10. And I'll say you can spend so much money of that money or as much you want on either going through space or through time. If you put it all through time, you don't move through space at all, right? So if you put all $10 going through time, you move through time only. If you put it through space, you spend all of your time moving through space. You spend none of it moving time, which is why when you travel through space at or close to the speed of light, you spend less money moving through time, so time slows down for you.
So just to make sure I'm tracking, you said that if we spend that $10 on space, then there is no time. We are just going through space
at the speed of light. At the speed of light.
At the speed of light. Okay,
that's
so
the
this
$10.
is where
the $10 makes you move at the speed of light. So if you
okay.
Less,
so then, as opposed to
those
who use the $10 for time, then what would they be doing then? They're
spending all their time moving through. They're spending all of their energy going through time, and not through space.
Trying to reach the speed of light that.
No, they can never do it because they're all of their energy is going through time.
Right.
The whole $10 is going through time. None of it is space.
I want to mention something real quick. Because this actually has a lot to do with it, but you're gonna separate it. Okay. I have been in a situation where I was asleep okay? And I felt something pull, like my father-in-law at the time was, I saw him and he got up and he punched me a lot of times and I was like screaming. Okay, but I was there. It was real. And but I felt something pull me off of the couch. Okay, it was a couch bed. Okay, you pull out the bed. I felt something pull me off. And I told myself, I didn't even know this, but something told me to calm down and actually be able to come out. So when you guys talk about this, it just brings me to that point where I can actually control my situation. And that is, and there's more to that. I've had many other situations, but you can actually manipulate the real spirit in your dream, okay? Because they see things that you cannot. And this, when I say they, it's you, okay? It's people. We see things when that happens that we cannot be able to see with our eyes when we're awake. Okay?
But that doesn't have anything to do with relativity, though.
It has a lot to do because we're
Everything's
actually
relative.
I got
like
confused on
the
that one.
EMC,
Yeah.
the EMC
Yeah,
too,
she lost me.
everything.
Well,
It's
so
like, and people
yeah.
done took away from the spirituality. Like,
No, it's
this
not
is
taking away
where he
anything.
came from.
No.
Something was speaking to him in his consciousness, and it made him do this for us,
Do you
for
know how he came up with the
humanity
idea?
to
Do you know how he came
understand.
up with the idea?
Einstein?
Let me
Yeah,
explain.
God,
So he had the
God
idea of a
was
light
speaking
clock.
through his consciousness.
No. So he had the idea of
Yeah,
a light
yeah,
clock.
yeah.
So if you imagine two mirrors, one are directly, they're facing each other, one directly above the other, and time is a photon of light bouncing between these two mirrors, right, continuously up and down. Each time it came down was a second, bouncing up and down between the two mirrors, right? Now, if you imagine that's time, that's like a clock, okay, a light clock. Now, what would happen when you move those two mirrors sideways through time? Instead of the light being going up and down, from an outsider's point of view, looking at it, you'd see that if it's stationary, it goes up and down. But when that clock moves, like that mirrors are moving, the light will actually go up in a V shape and down in a V shape.
In
Because
other
it's
words,
bouncing
it's
between the mirrors
moving
over time.
diagonally.
Yeah, it's diagonal, so it's going up and down like V shapes. That
In a
basically
direction,
means
right? Like
that
in a.
it takes longer. Because the clock is moving, it takes longer for time to move for the photon of light. So for the photon, the time is slower because it's in motion. That's
Okay,
relativity.
Cole. I'm glad that you brought it back too, because that's what I had a question about. So like I was deployed in Afghanistan, and that's like putting me 16
Thank you for your
hours
service, by the
ahead
way.
of time. Oh, thank you for your support, guys. 16 hours ahead of time. But I'm talking to my mom on a daily basis, and I'm like, Ma, it's so weird. I'm like, you're talking to the future, and I'm talking to the past.
It's Wednesday. What do you mean?
Right?
It's it's just like I'm in Wednesday, Mom, and like
Right.
just
Yeah, that's funny, isn't it?
So when you guys are talking about that, I'm like, yeah, talk about that, because I felt something on that.
like that's the whole thing about like doomsday
time zone.
and like the rapture is
Yeah.
like is that Eastern
Exactly,
time?
Cole.
Like
I-
Universal
actually,
Standard
I have a
Time.
question for you, Lynn. I have a question for Lynn.
Yes.
Did you notice that if you were in the US and you're talking, let's say, to your mom, when you say hi, she says hi straight away back. But when you're over there and she said hi, it took a second before you heard it. When you said hi back to her, it took a moment for her to
It is
respond.
a little bit of a delay.
Do you know why?
Because they don't have Verizon?
Well, no,
Were you on
I
Sprint?
don't know why,
Was
but
it
I want
Sprint?
to know why. But let me say how I noticed this. This is how I noticed it another time because last tour I was in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and a little bit of Iraq, right? And this is when COVID hit, so we didn't know what the heck COVID was. So we're watching everyone on live, on Facebook or whatever, and trying to see. I said, why is it lagging like this? Why is this off a little bit? And it's nothing wrong with my internet, like the same way I'm at home. And you see what I'm saying? It was that was that piece right there. So please explain that.
So the reason why there's this lag when the further away you are from somebody when you try and call them is because the electrical signals, right, or our radio waves, they all travel at the speed of light. And it takes time for light to travel from point A to point B. So the further away you are, there's a slight delay in the communication. So it takes a little bit longer for
Because it goes in
there.
that
You
V
hear
shape,
it.
right, Astro? It goes
no,
up,
no. Well,
hits
no,
the
that's
satellite,
different.
and then goes down?
That's just distance. No, that's just distance. Because most of the phone communication is actually through phone lines, so underwater cables, right? Not over satellite. But the communication, because it takes time for light to travel for the signal, which moves at the speed of light, from the US, part of the way around the world to be received on the other side, it takes a little bit of time. So there's a slight lag in that, right? So that's why there's a time delay in communications because of the speed of light. So light, traveling at the speed of light, one photon of light can go around the Earth 7 times in a second. That's the speed of light, okay?
7 times in a second.
7 times around the whole planet, 7 times in a second. That's the speed of light.
Okay.
What if it's going in the direction that the Earth is spinning? Wouldn't it kind of?
Won't make a difference.
I would
No
like
difference.
to
Nice try,
I
though.
would like to take it back before we were interrupted with this conversation specifically. You said that it is impossible to go backwards
Yeah.
and that you had information on that and how you
That's
can prove it.
It's actually not impossible. You can go backwards, but it's against everything that
Right. And
it's supposed to be.
who said that? Living, who said that it was impossible?
Astrology. That's what I was
No,
asking.
Living, who
not
said that it was
astrology,
impossible?
astronomy. Physics says you
Astronomy.
can't.
Sorry, I only see 4 letters, so I just assume it was
Oh,
astrology.
sure, yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah. So we
Don't just
cannot
call
go
him
back.
Astro.
Astro is
That's
what I've
fine.
been calling it all the time.
That's what everybody calls me. Yeah. So we can't go back. We can go forward in time, and I explained how a moment ago. Like but faster you travel, time slows down for you, right? That's relativity. But there's nothing in relativity that says we can go the other way. Now, and on top of that, Stephen Hawking, which many of you have probably heard of, he came up with what they call the chronology protection conjecture, which again, it's a conjecture, I agreed, but he's basically said there is something fundamental in the physics of the universe that prevents us going backwards, because it would break.
Yeah.
We could break the whole timeline and cause problems, and we can't do that because if there was, we'd see time breaking and changing, and there's no witnesses and no evidence of that ever happening.
Well, wait a minute, Astro.
What about
so
time
when I
zones, though? We have
deploy,
time
hold
zones.
on,
So, like,
Astro. So when I'm deployed,
That's not
I'm
time travel,
16
though.
hours ahead of time, and I'm coming back to Chicago. That's me going back in time.
No, that's not going back in time. No.
No,
That is
No, that's
not,
not.
right?
So when we look at time zones, right? It is subjective. It is subjective to the country whether or not they want to observe, for example, daylight saving time, etc., etc. And it's simply just a measurement to suit our personal needs, and it has nothing to do with the time that we're actually talking about itself, which is
But-
the occurrence of events.
I understand that, but like that's the thing though.
But
It
how
does.
if it's
You know, like
morning and I'm on a whole new date
No,
and
it's
my
not.
mom still is
No.
on yesterday?
It's not
Oh, but
backward in
that's not
time.
the
It's
same.
just our way of splitting up the regions of the Earth based on the Earth's rotation.
Right.
It's got
Yeah.
nothing to do with actual time travel.
So
But
you're
that's
not actually in the past. You're still
No.
in the present.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
So the,
it's,
the
it
problem is
seems like
because
the
people.
past
I
I
because
believe
believe
they
it's
so.
the
call it
day
jet lag.
after.
Well,
This is why
thank
they
you
came
for
up
that,
with the.
babe. I'm glad to know I'm still in the present.
We're not time
No.
So
travelers. We're
actually,
just jet
I
laggers at
love
this
so
point.
that.
It's just
I'm
like
going to really upset you all. I'm going to
Jet
upset you all
lag.
right now. Are you ready?
Go ahead, Astro.
There is no such thing as now. It doesn't exist.
Yep.
Okay, explain
That's
how
the
now
truth.
does not exist. Because right
No,
now
so
I'm
it's the
talking to
truth
you,
and it's
right?
No,
not.
you're not.
Now,
You're
wait a
not.
minute, Astro. I was
Exactly.
rolling with you, and now you didn't throw me
Seriously.
all the way off.
Because
Now
I think
doesn't
I saw this.
exist.
I saw this like
so
Neil deGrasse
literally,
Tyson like kind of discussion
okay,
on
so
this. Like,
literally, we're
Well,
here experiencing.
you're
It's
not. You're not.
experience,
It's
but
all in
we're
the past.
actually supposed
no,
to,
it's all in
No,
the
we're supposed
past.
to
Then therefore,
upgrade.
what you just said is false.
Literally, you know how a
no,
system
it's
gets
already
Exactly.
happened.
better. A
No,
system has to
Astro,
be
you
updated.
have to define what now is, right? So I think now they're screwing up with the word now with a general universal acceptance of
So
what is
now still
present.
matters.
It is not. There is no universal approved
No.
reality. Everybody has
Now,
a different state of reality. Yeah.
okay.
No, there's
What if
no no,
what if I
actually,
said chef?
as
Just
what
like
Astro says.
we, and when I say we, I mean cultivated, me, chef, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other people here are here now, right? Like
Well, we're not.
He
Okay.
said
Yep, we're
no.
not.
Well, that's a different
But we
thing.
are,
So
you're
there's
like,
no
I see it,
collective.
potato.
It's
I see it as
Okay,
we
let
are
me
here
explain. Let me
now.
explain.
But
Let me
No,
we
it's
explain.
are
not the
in
same. So there's
different
no
time zones at this point, right? Like, so
no.
here's
Yeah.
where, like
No.
social media and TikTok especially is really collapsing what we know of time, right? Like that whole time zone thing.
Well,
I talk to people
Oh, there's
yeah, let
in
me. Yeah,
like
but no. Let me explain. Let me explain. So there's a thing called relativity of simultaneity, right? And it basically
hold
says
up, relativity
that
of what? Of
simultaneity,
simultaneously or
Simultaneous, you know, yeah.
something
simultaneously.
happening at the exact
Yeah.
same time. Yeah.
So, and it basically states that different people, because of relativity, we all observe different in different locations, and whether we're moving or not, all changes our perspective of what present is, what now is, because of relativity. So therefore, there is no now because it's unique to every single person. So now doesn't exist.
Right. So there's no collective no.
Yeah,
Yep.
and even then,
So
and even on top of that.
even sorry, go ahead, Astro.
I was just going to say, on top of that, if you touch your hand, and you say, "Now I touch my hand now," and you touch you touch your hand, you clap your hands, that's actually not happening now, because by the time you do this and you touch your hand, you feel your hand touching the other hand, but that takes time for that signal to go to your brain and for your brain to process it. So it's already happened in the past. It's
Right.
already
I'm not
over
gonna
and done with
lie.
when you realize it's happening. So there's no
What
now. It doesn't
he's
exist.
right in a way.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
Astro,
He's right in a way because some
Astro. I think
people,
you need to
like
explain to them
when
time
they're
as
Astro, I
they're
need you
very
to break
young
that down
and
because I played a
everything is
piano.
like
I never thought I hit a tune, and it took a minute for me to be on beat.
It's just like the delay
Like,
to reach
cause
our
I'm over here
ears.
tapping down, like trying to, you know.
But then again, Beethoven was deaf, so I asked myself like, how did Beethoven even do what?
Yeah,
like,
later on in life
dun,
it
dun,
was,
dun, dun. You know, just like I wonder if they hear it the way that I like feel it. But again, you know, like what I was trying to establish amongst like that whole time zone kind of paradox, you know, just like to somebody like that is a honest like paradigm where it's just like, yo, this whole time zones where it's just like there are like countries that are 7 hours, 12 hours in the future, the day ahead, right? Like, and that is like a weird thing when you fly in an airport on a Wednesday and you arrive on the Tuesday before and you're just like, yo, did I just travel in time?
Yeah.
Obviously, you didn't like travel like in a DeLorean, like type of time travel, but you did some kind of time shift, almost like a traversable wormhole
you
type
move through
scenario.
time zones.
Right? Like time zones.
Time zones, but you had it.
Okay, so now we're saying
Cultivated.
time
Hold on,
zones
hold
is
on, hold
something
on.
that man came up
Hold
with.
on.
That's not what comes with science.
Hold
Is
on.
that what we're getting at?
Cultivated.
Yes, that's
Can you
exactly I think what
switch-
was saying.
Can you switch to the main screen so I can like this? So I can like the live, and you can get into the algorithm? Or you don't want to do that?
Who?
Cultivated, the host. If he can switch over to the main, yeah, there we go. All right, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Oh no,
so,
yeah.
So time is weird. So, Chef, what were you saying? Sorry.
No, I think a lot of people tend to forget what time is. They think it's a measurement in minutes and seconds, but it's actually entropy, right? So when you have entropy, where that kind of defines the direction of flow of time. That's why we cannot go back, and I think that's the simplest answer to a layman.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's easier for everybody to understand.
Yeah, entropy is true because the universe goes from organized to chaos over time. That's entropy, and so you can never go back and undo it again. That's another reason. But other than entropy in physics, because of relativity and because of speed of light and the way our bodies process stuff and the way we see stuff and all this kind of stuff, all of that changes every individual's perspective of what they think now really is. So therefore, there is no universal now. It doesn't in physics. It doesn't exist at all.
That's
Where's
like
the sound effects for that? That's supposed to have been like a boom. You know what I'm saying?
Just
Yeah, Astro
wait
is a
for it.
prop on that
Wait
one.
for it.
Sound effect.
Wait for it. It's just like I heard it. I heard the mic drop.
That was Bob. That was heavy gems being dropped. That supposed to have been.
No, physics is fun, right? People think physics is weird, but when you understand some of the stuff that goes on, it's kind of really cool. The stuff you learn.
And again, I'm more like a conceptual, like theoretical kind of like physicist thinker, and so like on the concept, like again, like, like we are all here in the present, like time, instead of saying now. Be careful when I say that.
Okay,
so
sure.
in this present, like time, we are here together. You are all seeing my face, like this light image, right, that I'm showing you guys as like at the speed of light. Would you disagree? It's not the speed of sound unless like
No, I would not disagree with you. It's a little bit slower than the speed of light because it takes time for electrical signals to go through cables and stuff. But yes, I would agree with you there. But
the closest
the
human beings are traveling, are able to, right, at this point. Okay, right? Like, so I will concede with that it's not like the speed of light, but 99.999% the speed of light.
We're very close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then what happens?
I agree.
To the mass. As us, you said that you don't believe humans are energy. You believe humans are mass, right? So
we're matter, yes.
Or matter, sorry, which is essentially what makes up
same
mass,
thing.
right?
Yeah,
so then
same.
this is where I say I saw Einstein kind of like asking this question, just like what happens to that energy in humanity when we are all traveling at this speed and connected to one another, and this is where like concepts of dark energy, dark matter, antimatter type thing come into play.
That's different.
Yin yang,
So dark energy and matter is a completely different subject matter. But okay, so it doesn't change anything about us, but it's just about. So when you talk about time again, it's about how we perceive stuff is unique to each individual. Like I'll give you an example. Have you ever heard of the Andromeda paradox?
Yes.
You've heard of it, okay? So Chef knows
I've
about
heard of
this.
it, but I can't recall exactly what it was. So could you tell me?
Okay, this is a blow your mind moment again, right? So the Andromeda galaxy, we can see in the night sky, in the winter sky, right? And we can see it in our winter night sky. It's beautiful, actually. It's a beautiful object to look at, right? So let's say the Andromeda paradox basically says if you are sitting still, right, and I was jogging past you, right, and at the exact same moment we both looked up at the sky and saw Andromeda. Because I'm in motion and because of the distance to Andromeda, because it takes time for the light to travel that distance, I would see events happening about 3 days before you'd see them happening while you're sitting still, because of the Andromeda paradox.
Yeah.
Because I'm
you're
in
running.
motion and relativity kicks in. Because
Okay.
I'm in motion, and because of the relativistic effects of light over that distance, I see events before you do.
Or different events, whether it's before or
No,
after.
the same event at different times.
No, it's
Same
almost
event.
manifesting those events.
No.
No. It's nothing got to do with that. It's just pure fact. So what Chaplin has I think you mentioned earlier, right, about us now having, as in now, colloquially, we are talking
There is no
colloquially
now.
now.
There is
right?
no now.
Yeah, right. So it just so happens that we are in this. Our time is synchronized within the same reference frame, right?
Yeah.
So reference frame is basically a idea in science, in physics, that it's literally like what the words say is the point of reference, right? So it also means that when we are apart, or when an object is in motion, or like for example in the Andromeda paradox, where one person is walking away, the reference frame is no longer synchronized. It's no longer in the same space. It's no longer the same place or the same point, right? And hence you are actually witnessing a different state of reality. That's all it is. Yeah.
You can sync while you're passing the person, but it's
Yes.
Not in this case.
Not emotion though. Yeah, as long as you're stationary there. Yeah.
If you're stationary, you see the event at the same time. But if one's in motion, the event the events are seen at different time because you're in different inertial frames.
Oh, hold on. So that applies where, okay, like the person stationary is in the middle, right? And then here's like the other person running, like in whatever this direction. And then when they are running, like we are saying, like this person is going to see 3 days more than
Roughly.
this stationary person in motion. But what happens when they like cross and they are at the same
No, it doesn't matter
position?
because he's in motion. Because he's in motion, it doesn't matter because we're in different inertial frames. And because we're in different inertial frames, the perception of what happens is different.
Okay,
because
so
of time
you're
dilation.
seeing 3 days before, and then the moment you guys cross in the same position is when you are like caught up to the stationary
still
person.
in motion. Therefore, no, because you're still in motion. It doesn't.
Right. I'm just slowing it down, like nanosecond by nanosecond, and then as soon as you run by that person again, are you going to see 3 days in the past, or like what happens to that light?
It's always in advance.
Okay,
it's always in advance because you're in motion and he's not. Because time dilation over that distance has a greater effect on you because you're in motion, and it never comes to in sync. You will always be ahead because you're in motion.
There's no Justin Timberlake and like Lance Bass and stuff like that.
No, nice try, but no.
Okay, interesting.
Because so chef, what's your background?
My background? I'm a chef, man. I majored. I majored a little. I did physics in college. So.
Okay.
I love physics. So yeah, I've been studying that. But in Singapore, it's easier to become a chef than a physicist.
Because of the size of the island. Yeah, but then they have a great education system there, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody needs to eat, and Singapore is a very strict,
Great
like
food over
law
there, man.
country.
I love Singapore food.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
There's a place that used to be in Takashimaya.
Takashimaya.
Wisma.
Okay.
And he used to do he used to do Dao Jiao Mein. He used to make his own noodles out of the dough straight away, and I used to love that place.
Yeah, he's still there. He's still there.
Oh, is he? Or what? But Lucky's has been rebuilt. But there was a place in the basement that used to do the baked rice. The baked hot bowl rice. It was fantastic as well.
Well, there's a lot of things you can eat here. I mean,
I know.
Yeah. 24 hours, man. 24 hours.
I lived there for 3.5 years.
Well, you're
I
not
lived there for a couple of
Chinese.
years, so,
if you dated a black,
oh, come on! What
not
the hell?
Not to throw us back on that, but
I
here's
know.
where I saw that as a great example for like my kind of like theory of just like what happens to our energy traveling at this speed of light when we come together with other masses and like matter on this like like I want to say this, the theoretical traversable wormhole that has been created between it, like all these different particles, us human beings as being the particles separated by distances and time zones that are now able to connect through this specific like wormhole that allows us to traverse and, you know, like cross other sides. You know, maybe I'm kind of going far away from.
Well, we can't
like
do
this thing.
wormholes. Can't so we don't believe wormholes can exist because wormholes they were predictable under Einstein's field equations, but
Yeah.
later on we figured out that under their own mass itself they'd collapse on
It will
themselves.
collapse. Yeah.
Yeah, and the only way to keep them open would have to be figure out a way of creating like exotic matter, and we don't have exotic matter to hold them open. And even then, they'll still be unstable. And it's not only did it collapse, they'd collapse from the far end. The moment you try to enter one, if one could be held open, the fact that you enter it, you change its gravity, the gravity effects of the wormhole, and it would start collapsing from the far end back towards you. Always.
Yeah, and Chaplin, there's also a fallacy in the understanding of E equals mc squared. I think a lot of people tend to think that mass increases as we near the speed of light, which is not true. You don't increase in mass.
Yeah, it's inertial
Yeah, exactly
mass.
right. Initial mass. So meaning that you actually need more energy to push the same constant mass towards the speed of light. I mean, it's just like having a car with a bigger engine, right? So assuming that the engine doesn't change in mass. Right, so
I
that's
like
the
to use a
difference.
shopping cart analogy for that.
Oh
because,
yeah, that's great. Yeah.
if you get a shopping cart that's empty, like a foot, and you imagine that being a photon of light, you can run down the lanes of a shopping mall, turn the corner quickly, and run again, right? But if you load that up to the brim with bottles of water, with crates of water, and you run down there, it takes a lot of energy to get it moving, and you try and turn that corner at speed. Good luck to you. Right, so you can't do that. So mass does not increase, as Chef was saying. Mass does not increase as you approach the speed of light. It's inertial mass, and inertial mass is the energy required to accelerate you up to that speed. Goes to infinity. Therefore, you can never ever reach the speed of light when you have mass. That's why photons can move at the speed of light, because they have no mass, so they have to move at the speed of light.
And since we are on the speed of, sorry, Chaplin, go on, please, go.
And like, thank you for just kind of like sharing just like that paradox, which is like the E equals mc squared. But if I may like present this one, it's not a paradox, but something that kind of goes like missed. You know, like if E equals mc squared is just like an algebraic problem, and we can like they're all relative, right? Like energy and mass are interchangeable, right? Like this doesn't mean that m equals E like c squared, but that like we can figure out what they equal because they're relative, right? So if we want to find mass according to E equals mc squared, we just divide the speed of light on both sides and then factor out like just single out mass, and then we have an equation: mass equals energy over c squared. Correct? Like forget what any of like the values of this, like these values means, like stay like conceptual in this thing. So, you know, like hopefully we're like in alignment with that. Now, if we do the same thing to find c squared, right? Just theoretical c squared. We just divide mass on both sides, and then c squared equals energy divided by mass equals the speed of light squared. Technically, right? Like, and here's where
you can convert mass. You can go mass to energy and back again, right? That's what the equation is basically saying, right?
Well, essentially, like, you know, in theory,
but,
right? Like, and through like mathematical laws and rules.
Yeah. So in our star, that's what happens. That's how our star creates energy, right? By doing that. Our star functions by converting mass to energy, by emitting gamma rays and all this kind of stuff within the star, which eventually emits a photon of light. Well, a photon of light is energy, right? Because it's a wavelength of the electromagnetic spectrum, so that's energy. But the weird thing is, our star is just slightly under enough mass to really fuse elements. The reason why our star doesn't consume all of its mass very quickly is because it has to use a weird quantum trick called quantum tunneling in order for fusion to happen.
There it is.
Who's that?
The Pee Wee Herman, like word of the day, just
Right.
like quantum tunneling.
There
Ah! Welcome to the panel and the
There
live.
it is.
Yeah, so
That guy explained it so much.
Yeah, so quantum tunneling is required because without it, you wouldn't. Our star would not be able to fuse.
Here it is.
Is there something you'd like to add, like neutron? And I looked at the neutron. I was just like the suitable name for this conversation.
I just want to say something that the billionaires actually think that because they're able to travel, okay, they're actually in their minds, they're time traveling because of the physics and the philanthropists they're talking to. So they, in the files, it shows him showing like he's in a different place at like all the time, like, and he's just like, you know, so focused on that, and then getting relaxed, you know, to because the focusing on the mind, okay, needs for you to meditate. So if you were to be able to be two places at once, okay, and making things happen, then you're manipulating what's gonna happen in the future. That's what the billionaires are doing. They feel very much powerful in time traveling, and they've learned from a different god what to do to be able to stay
Where
alive.
would you be?
This is biblical. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, but I'm putting
Where
it
would you
together.
be?
So neutron.
Where would you
So
be?
question. You mentioned, you came in there mentioning something. So what you want to say? What you want to add to
Yeah,
the topic?
Yahuwah Mashiach. What up?
What? Okay, he went away. Okay.
No, I kicked him. I don't know. No, I mean we are having a proper conversation here. So
Yeah.
no, thank you.
So
Yeah.
so what happens in our star? Our star is powered by nuclear fusion, and its core is about 15 million degrees Kelvin, right? But that's not hot enough for photons to overcome the mutual repulsion, right? There's not enough mass, enough heat to overcome the normal atomic repulsion force, which is called the Coulomb barrier, right? And so to overcome that, quantum tunneling kicks into play. So positively charged hydrogen, right, which is what our star is, right? The protons in our star. The sun's core, they actually push away from each other. They don't actually merge, right? They don't like doing that. They don't have enough kinetic energy to overcome the Coulomb barrier. So quantum tunneling, protons behave a bit like behave as waveforms, and because they behave like waveforms, there's a small probability that the proton can actually tunnel or quantum tunnel through the Coulomb barrier and merge with another one, even despite the fact that they have not enough energy. They lack the classical kinetic energy to do it. So quantum tunneling is why our star actually really works.
I'm just letting all that like marinate, like, you know, like this is like the language that I think like speaks a lot deeper than just like meets my ears personally. So thank you for just like wording it that way. And I don't know if you guys can read it with like my face up in your faces here at this point. But again, like there was like this experiment about like quantum computing and charm. I don't know, like when you were talking about just like existing in just like these different realities type thing. This is what I perceive as like the discussion over quantum, like entanglements
right? Like we are all quantum particles that exist in like multiple different states until we are like observed and
Dimensions.
right
Yes.
and in a superposition like type thing, right? Like so if that makes any sense. So when you talk about just like the 1% of like just like the wealth of humanity is trying to like control or or harness
Manipulate.
whatever, like you know,
Yes.
like use this to manipulate
Yes.
or whatever,
They have been doing that for centuries.
right? And this is where I believe now their time is catching up with them, and the rest of the 99
Yes.
are coming back to
Yes.
just being like, yo.
Because we do so now we understand that the Bible is real. Okay, the Bible is real. It's just that they try to make it into the point where we lose
Just
ourselves and
they
we lose
they dilute it
the
enough,
vision.
right? Like from the original recipe, it's
Yes.
just like
And then the
you add 3
poison
cups of
made even more,
water.
like when we're born, the poison made us more separated from our spiritual self, because I remember in my mother's stomach questioning what the world was like. Okay. And then God showed me. And now I understand that I've been taught from that dream that God was telling me that this was gonna happen. Doomsday. Okay? I get it now.
I hope it
And
doesn't mean like
I
your
didn't
life
want
has
to
been
ask
like a
him that.
doomsday.
My
You know?
baby, yeah, I was just in my mother's stomach. Like I didn't want to know all that for the rest of my life, and even now I didn't want to know that kind of knowledge at this moment because I wasn't prepared. But I feel like
Perhaps
he thought I
like
was.
you were able
So,
to catch up with like the time that you would be ready to understand why you had received like that memory. Does that make sense,
yes.
sister? So it's just like,
Yes.
like God doesn't give us anything that he knows we cannot bear type thing. So this is where, I say a lot of Bruce Lee quotes, where like Bruce Lee said something where it's just like, we shouldn't pray for
Okay.
an easy life, but pray for the strength to endure difficult
Be
ones,
like, yes, be
right?
like water.
Be water, right?
Move like water.
We can flow and
Okay.
we can crash, right?
Okay.
But if
Yeah.
we become stagnant, that is when it becomes poison and decaying,
Yeah.
right? Like a body of water, like a lake or a sea. Like that's the thing with the Bible. It talks about seas and channels. When I go on social media and I go through people's channels, I look for like their sea, like their light. Is it light or is it darkness? Is it good? Is it not good? Is it day? Is it night? Does that make sense, sister? So, like, this is
I
just
hate
all.
that I'm in. Oh, sorry.
No. Like, please. Sorry.
I was going to say I'm hate that I'm in we've got clouds. There's a chance of northern lights where I'm living, and I've got clouds.
Well,
Hey,
that's because they're making clouds, and it's
No,
for
no, no,
you
no, no.
not to
That's the
see
weather.
it.
It's winter. I'm in Michigan.
So
Michigan's always cloudy in this time of year.
when we actually come into connection, and we question the stars when we look at them, and we don't even, you know what, most people don't even try to talk to the stars. Okay, most people don't even try to understand the stars,
Can I
but the
ask a
thing is
question?
that they're there to be there for God.
Do you know
Okay.
what? Can I ask a question?
And we're not gonna see a face or anything, we're just gonna see the star.
So,
Okay.
Charms, you know what
And we
stars
feel
are?
it in our gut.
You know
Okay,
what
that the
Charms?
consciousness is talking to us.
you're looking
Okay,
at one right
Charms, you
now,
know what stars
Astro.
are?
You're looking at one right now, Astro. Just
Oh yeah.
like,
So do you know what stars are, Charms? Do you really know what they are? They're balls of gas in space, formed by a collapsed gas cloud that actually collapsed for various different reasons, but then formed by gravity, pulled all that gas together and created a big mass of gas that under heat and pressure created fusion. That's what stars are.
Listen, let me tell you something. Okay, we we embody something so beautiful, uh, beyond anything. Okay, we hold something so powerful that other beings do not understand, but they don't try to get in contact with us face to face about it. Okay, and there's a reason for that, because if we were to try to, like, our brain can understand that things are here that we cannot comprehend, that they're around us, like they're just around us, like, and if we can't think about what the world is coming to and what we're realizing at this moment, like within, it don't matter, EMC squared, it's about the spirituality. You came from somewhere, okay,
Not to me,
and
it's not.
you're supposed to immediately understand that while you're in the stomach, when you become a soul, okay.
No.
And
I have a different point of view.
I disagree as well.
most people do
Yeah.
not remember that point,
No, I
okay.
completely
Most
disagree with
Charms,
people
you.
don't.
charms, charms,
But
charms,
there are,
charms,
real
charms.
quick, there are people here that understand what they're made here to be, and they don't question it, okay. And they
Well, if we don't
challenge certain
question
things
stuff,
that
then we don't
regular
learn.
people cannot
No.
challenge.
If we don't question, we
It's
don't
about the
learn.
knowledge that your consciousness brings you, what you're here for.
No, I disagree.
Oh
You
my
see,
If we don't
goodness.
question, we don't learn.
we are subset.
How can you disagree, sir?
We are a subset creation of the universe. Okay, regardless of what your ideologue is. The point is
Hmm.
because we are a subset and a byproduct of the universe, if I would say, we have to follow and adhere to the laws of physics and the laws of the universe, right?
Do
So when you
not
talk
have to
about
abide by the law of
no,
physics, because
we
we
don't have a
are
choice.
our own
No,
law.
we
Because
don't have a
of
choice.
God, we understand.
No, we don't have a choice because it's very simple. All right, it's like, for example, now I'm telling you that I believe that I can actually eat. I can eat using my foot. Right? It's not going to happen because the biology has dictated that I have to
It's
eat
okay,
through my
man.
mouth.
It's okay,
You know,
man.
what I mean? You know what I mean? It's. I'm not trying to put you down, but I'm just telling you
But
that there are
but Chef,
laws and theories exist, right?
Chef, I think admitting into a bunch
You,
of strangers that
you
you
don't
believe
understand. It's
that you
just
could eat
science.
with
It's
your
them
foot.
understanding us. It's them
I mean,
understanding us,
No.
but we're just learning
Charms,
us because we've
charms.
been giving these poisons. We're
No,
supposed
we
to
disagree with
understand
you.
from the very
We
beginning.
we
That's
disagree with you
why when we're
completely.
birthed, we're given these vaccines right away. Because if we are too deep with who we are from birth, then that is a problem. Okay, we
Um.
already felt mom from within. We felt
So
dad, or anything else that was around the mother within. We felt everything.
okay,
So if
but
we understand that for that almost whole year, while how can you say that a little fetus that's born with just a small amount of brain cannot
they're
understand?
not born with a small amount of brain.
We are spirits, okay? We come from something,
They're not
something
born with a small amount of
beautiful
brain. They're
that
born
is
with the
of
same amount of
light.
brain,
That's the
the same
light
amount of
that
brain as
is
everything.
given in our eyes when we're born and when we're taken away. Okay? So that light, when it disappears, or when it's dimming, it's
Yeah,
vulnerable. It's vulnerable to other things. Okay, so this is where we're
let's go to.
crashing, because they have stripped us from birth. Okay, they're telling us in our faces that this is what they've done, but we won't forget what they've done, okay, to our babies and our placentas. They sell our placentas to these people that are eating. They're cannibals. Okay, the truth is out there. Okay, and when we don't take our
You
placentas
gotta land
home,
your plane. You gotta land your
most
plane.
black
You're going to
women
Mars. You're
are
going to Mars.
now,
You gotta
Chef,
land your
I'm
plane,
don't
buddy.
sorry,
be
but
don't be
most
like
black
Gochi.
women now, they want them babies to come out under fentanyl.
It's a
Okay,
female gochi though.
and many states in the United States, they doing that now. You know why? Because it's gonna poison the baby's mind. Okay, it's gonna poison the mom to
But
think
it's
that she's
but
crazy, but the
that's the
baby is
parents'
gonna have
fault for
trouble.
doing that.
Right, like it's a whole domino effect, is what I believe. Like I'm hearing.
Yeah,
Like
it is.
Charm.
But the reason why that happens is because the parent uses and that gets passed along. It's a choice that they make when to
Almost
do
like
stupid stuff like that.
general, like generational curses in this sense, right? Like if like a generation doesn't
even
take
knows
care
about
of, well, whatever, words you call like
No, how
the
about
idea.
the Zions? How about the Zions that Chaplain, I respect you so much. I love you. I love what you're doing here. I just want to say that real quick. But
Thank you,
the
sister.
Zion in the yeah, hon. But the Zions in the United States, and I know you live here, but the
What's a
black
Zion?
community have come to realize that
Explain
these
to me what's a
people
Zion.
are ruling
It's a
the
particle that
United
lives in
States, and
Israel.
they come from a different place
Particle.
because they've been trying to rule for centuries, but they keep
Oh,
getting
so
kicked
you
out. But they've
okay? So
made it
now I
here,
understand. So
and this
you're
is
against
their
that
second
people of that
home.
religion.
Okay, and it's not fair because we are the people that is chosen to act, because they've taken us from our place of home and brought us here, and then they try to take everybody else like they're foreigners. No, we all belong here as one. But you know what? You took us here and you made us believe that we are slaves under your conditions in a different uh
Language.
moderate way. Yes, with the cell phones, with the whole internet, we was more connect. We knew numbers. We knew every single body's phone numbers. But now our generation that we're building is, they don't remember those numbers. That's the most simplest thing to remember. Okay, but now we're at the point where
We're
we're
approaching the
like, can
CMBR
you
right now, Chef.
remember the post? Do you remember the link? Or like this and that? We're talking about everything that's not on the news. You know why? Because the news is not giving us that. So we're dependent on the phones. And now that makes us more addictive. If we're not being informative, we're being
Nigger,
dumbed
nigger,
down.
nigger, 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 nigger.
No
Oh, is it
matter
one of
what,
those? Kick him out.
it's a system.
So,
No
Chef,
matter what,
actually,
and
we're red
it's
shifting and we're
ruled by
moving so
so
fast
many
now.
people. You know how I know? Because when I went to the restaurant Wendy's the other day, okay, I found out too much, and I made everybody feel a certain way about
There's no such
what
thing
they
as
were
finding out too
eating.
much.
And
That's a
it's
good
not
thing.
McDonald's,
There is
it's
though.
There's no such thing as
every
finding out too
single
much.
where
This is why they say
every
ignorance is
single
bliss.
restaurant that we're eating at.
She must be very
It's
happy then.
everywhere. And then when we buy from Family Dollar, we're thinking we're buying from a person that understands.
Yeah.
No, it's a freaking Joe.
Hey,
How?
Charms,
And then there.
Charms. I have a question for you. What is the frequency of your radio station? Because you're broadcasting right now.
What was the, hold on, what was the setup? What is the frequency of your radio
Of
station?
a radio station, because she's broadcasting.
Well, I mean, like, again, I can appreciate like the art in that thing, but again, like, you know, like she's speaking.
Everything is connected. No,
Yeah.
no.
Non-stop.
But I in that I agree, Charms. Everything is connected. The universal law of divine oneness is that if we exist, we always will exist and have always existed.
You guys know about Rothschild, right?
Oh, now she's now she's now
Oh
she's against
yeah, I'm
people of
going
certain
too
cultures.
deep. I'm
No,
going
no,
We
way
are not
that
going
deep.
to the wrong
no,
channel,
Let me
man.
shut
No,
up
no,
for a
This
no,
minute.
no,
no.
and
no.
like
This is a science. It's a science channel. It's not a. It's not a
and
political
here's where,
debate.
sister, like as like, you know, the person that you like, you know, like told me you felt for me, like, and I appreciate that. And you know, like
That's not
just
no.
just
Yeah.
just don't cling to that darkness, okay? Try to just embody the light,
Amen.
okay? Right? So
Yeah.
again,
Anti-Semitism is bad.
Yes. And
everything's
people
bad. It's
like
all
you bring me
darkness.
light.
Well, this is anti-Semitism.
People,
What she's saying,
people.
though.
Let me tell you something. People like you bring me light because you're showing me how to understand people. I have ADHD,
Okay,
and
so let
so
me. If
it's
you want
hard
to
for me to
learn,
do
so let
that.
me
So
learn. Let
I'm
me
learning from
educate
you.
you. Let me
Thank
educate
you.
you some.
As I'm
something
learning
there
from you
then.
as well,
So
like sister. So it's a
yeah.
symbiotic relationship. So you know, glory to God
So
that you know for that.
So
So
I would say
Astro,
one thing to you, Charms. I would say one thing to Charms. So, so don't. I would. Here's what I would recommend. Right, if you want to learn, don't. What you were saying was anti-Semitism against people who are Jewish. You don't do that.
No, not all. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
doesn't
I'm
matter.
so
I'm just
sorry.
saying
I
what you're
said
saying. That
the.
is what. And no,
I said
I'm not Jewish,
Zion.
but I'm just saying that's what it
Yeah,
is.
it's
So
different.
don't go down that route because that's a bad way to live
Yeah,
life.
yeah, no, it's a difference, okay? Because you got the actual believers, and then you got the people who are just manipulating things,
Yeah, but let's
okay?
stop that subject
It's
because it's a
separated,
bad place
just
to
like
go.
Christians, okay? It's the
All right,
same
but
thing.
it's a bad place to go. So keep away from that topic. It's not good for you.
understood.
Yeah,
We
it's.
established that. Like, and again, Charms,
I'm grown,
just
but
reflect
yeah,
that darkness
I
away from you and only just
absolutely,
shine the light. Right. So this is where
yeah,
God puts us, like in the test, just like Morgan Freeman said, you know, in Bruce Almighty and Evan Almighty, just like, you know, when somebody prays for like patience, do you think God just gives them patience or gives them like opportunities to become more patient type thing? So, you know, like I hear you, sister, and just like,
yeah.
you know, just woosah. Woosah is the word that I tell myself
Okay,
and
thank you,
my
brother.
little
Thank you,
chaplains.
thank
So
you.
if you hear me just say woosah, just know it's out of love. But again, Astro, you
Wusa.
know, like, yeah, woosah, you know, like and anybody I
You
hear
got
just
me
like
for about
outside of me.
50. You got me for 10 more minutes because in 10 minutes I'm going to go to bed.
Oh, okay.
It's almost
Well,
midnight.
now you make it all like,
Giving
you
it
know, just
a timer to be up.
right. Now it's like pressure.
I
Like,
need sleep. I've been up
yeah.
since 5 a.m. this morning, so I need sleep.
Well, what time zone
What
are you
time
in?
is it over there?
Yeah. We're
It's
still in the
midnight
past.
here. I'm Eastern.
Yeah. Well, it's still yesterday for us over here in America. I don't know.
I'm in the U.S. I'm in the U.S.
Where?
I'm in Michigan.
Eastern? You said Michigan? So Central. You're
No,
Central
because you
time.
said
No,
midnight.
Eastern.
It's 11:50.
Michigan is Eastern.
Yeah, so if
Is
you're
it?
Eastern, it's
Yeah,
11:50, not
Yeah, yeah.
it
not
is
Here.
11. It's almost midnight.
It's not
Did you
midnight
did you
yet,
forget
but
to
It's
we
set
almost.
your
we
clock
almost there.
back for daylight savings? I think that's
No,
what
I said it's almost midnight. I said it's almost midnight.
almost it's okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay, there we go. 10 minutes till midnight.
Hmm.
Okay, he's accurate. Let's not you know throw stones at the guy in his last 10 minutes.
No,
So
I live in Michigan. I've lived here for 20 years.
where'd you live?
Where are you
Eh,
from?
I'm Irish.
Okay.
I was like, that's not a typical Michigan accent that I've heard. So
Yeah.
no ignorant.
I don't have
so,
it. Wait now. Here's the thing you're getting wrong. I don't have an accent. All of you have
All of us
accents
are.
as far as I can tell.
Hey, that's the
Everybody
thing.
has an
For-
accent, and
To
you
an
definitely have
outsider,
one.
what is the opinion of intelligence, right? Just like y'all have an accent, right? Just like you all
Yeah.
talk funny compared to like us, right? And so beautiful on that, Astro. And if anything, just it was a pleasure just to be able to sit here and just kind of experience just all that in the beginning, where you're just like Chaplain. We got flat earthers here, type thing. Where
Well,
you know,
I come across flat earthers regularly, and I call them out for their stupidity.
right, well, just
because in all
they're human
fairness,
beings
they are
still,
stupid.
right? Like they are just human beings, and this
Well,
is where
maybe.
He said maybe.
don't
The
cross
judge
that
is
line.
out on
That's
that,
the
whether they are or
darkness,
not.
brother.
Astro.
Like
Well, really
don't
quick,
take that.
so I
Don't
can
take
say
that
my
blue
piece.
pill where it's just
The
like
jury
Honestly,
is out on that one.
I
The
have
jury's
thought
out on that
quite
one.
a few things about you,
yeah,
but
just
I don't want to put out there.
yeah,
But
woosah,
yeah, I
right, Charles?
respect it.
Yeah.
And I also learn from my my people. So like I'm gonna take into consideration into certain things that you have said, but there are things that I have disagreed on.
That's fine. We all disagree on stuff. That's okay. It's just it's not. We just keep the hateful side of things out of our lives. Is all what I was recommending.
Right.
And
So
this
when
is
we
why I
keep the
posted this
hateful
background
things
up.
out, that's when we become free spirited, open minded, and just willing to accept the reality that we're in.
And learn from one another as human beings, right? Not humans acting, right? Like a human acting versus a human being,
Learning is a big part.
right?
Oh,
And
by the
this
way,
is where,
when it comes to
again,
science, engineer knows a lot of knows physics. So we have three physics people up here on panel.
well,
So
we are the dreamers,
Okay.
and we are the dreamers of dreams. Just
First of all,
look,
don't
you don't
call
Engineer,
even
me
I know,
that.
I know.
Don't do that.
Engineer always
Don't
goes to
do
the flat Earth
that.
channels to
We
bash them, and I love
are
to
the
listen to
bright
him as well.
spiriters.
That's good.
We are conquerors. We are beautiful,
Oh
bright
shit.
spirit
no, we're not.
people
Here.
that
Well, I'm
are
not.
willing
No
to
way.
I'm
learn
not.
and willing to
No.
grow.
Well, no,
Yes,
I'm not a conqueror because I can
we're
tell you here and now.
growing.
See the
We're
difference here.
growing from
Well, let me
life.
explain something. Let me
I
explain
hear you,
something.
sister.
You
Irish people are
colonizer.
Irish people are not conquerors. The reason why I can say that, I didn't hear that.
What's
What
that?
did you say?
Oh
It
no,
was
she
a
just
joke.
she was just
Continue,
calling
Trey.
a colonizer
She
in
said
fun.
you are
I'm not
very
that either.
close in.
So here, there's an Irish comedian. He lives here in the States, and he's got a funny joke. He said one of the jokes he says Irish people are strange, and the reason why we're strange is, in Ireland, like we don't have a Chinatown. We just let them live with us, right?
So political people are strange,
And he also
and certain
but he
political
also
people
one second.
that
Can
go
somebody else
against
speak instead of you,
what
please? Thank you. But he also said the other weird thing about the Irish. He said the idea of going to another country, finding people to come over to plant and pick our food, we just do it ourselves because Irish people are not colonizers because we just do the stuff ourselves. So the way
They're
it was done
in-house.
here is alien to us.
It's all
Yeah, it was
in-house.
alien. Well, we do it ourselves. It's the fact that you had to bring somebody into the US to do it for you that's weird to us. Right?
Can I ask you, Astro? Have
Sure.
you ever lit a bonfire, okay,
Yeah.
and did a ritual around a bonfire?
No, because I don't believe in that stuff.
Okay, you know why? Because you are too into science. You are
There's no
not
such
into
thing.
spirituality,
No, not at
where
all.
fire, wind, water, and
Our natural
energy, all
processes
of
that
these
happen
things
inside
come
in our
into
atmosphere.
one.
There are natural processes that happen in our atmosphere. That's all they are. Wind is created by the rotation of Earth and the Coriolis effect. Air is what we live in, the atmosphere we live in. Water, it comes through, we see in the ocean, and it comes through evaporation and condensation. Why we have all of that. So no, I don't see that. I understand the
It's
science of how it works.
meditation. You don't
No, it's
understand.
not. No.
It's
When you can envision all
metaphysics.
these things in your mind.
It's made up stuff, is what it is.
No, it's not made up. Okay, when
It
you
is.
can
I'm sorry.
envision all these things that's in
I'm
your mind
calling it out. It's
of
made up stuff.
the wind blowing, the fire
Okay.
burning, the water running. Okay,
Yeah.
which is cool water. It
So water doesn't run.
it's
Water finds
it's
its lowest point of energy.
basically a flush. Okay, it's a flush.
Yo, Astro never giving this up.
No,
Astro,
I'm not.
Astro never conceding to anything.
I won't
I'm
do anything
convinced.
that's fake.
You know, I never got so stressed out over a science channel before. Oh my!
Right? I had to take a break. I had to leave for a second and come back. I'm like, I'm
She
not
had to go
engaged.
back through the wormhole that she came through and then be like,
Yeah.
yo. I don't know
came
what
back
they're
to the
doing.
past. I told you it wasn't
y'all trying to
impossible.
fuck or what?
What's going on here?
Preparing
Hey,
your
Mercury.
future
Don't
self.
agree with.
So I call out
Yeah,
when
what am I
someone
doing?
is taking something that cannot be verifiable, repeatable, and proven, and with evidence. I'm
That's the
sorry,
thing
I
that
call it out.
It's
these
solely
things you
evidence.
can't do.
Like
Yes,
You
that's
cannot
called science.
do because it's literally supposed to be between you and God.
But I don't believe in that. So
That's
and
my
that's
point.
that's
Well,
the
now,
first
And
that's the
exactly
first
what I'm
break.
saying.
That's the first like breakaway. So we can acknowledge
well,
that.
here's a question for you. There's a question for Charms, right? Here's a question for you. Which one?
Which one?
On what?
Well, you said you and God. Was it which of the 3,000 do you
Oh,
believe
the
in? Because there's
one
3,000 of
God.
them.
There's
The
only
one God.
There's not. There's
The
3,000.
There's one
that
God
I
and
did
multiple
not
There's
know
prophets.
my
3,000.
whole life until
Yeah,
now.
the
There are
3,000 gods, man.
3,000.
The one God that
No,
I knew that was
3,000.
true, but
No,
I could not
3,000.
relate to.
Charms. I agree with you what you say in general. So can you just leave it between me and God? So stop intervening for God. So can you
that's
just
the
let us
best answer.
let
That's
us
the
be
best
with God
answer right there.
alone on
That
my
an
own
atheist
time,
gonna
bro?
It
say.
has
I
everything
mean,
under what we're
yeah.
under.
So
It has everything to do with what we're under. So how can we leave it out?
So this is
Because
where
it's in
it's
between of
right.
everything.
It's everything, right? Like this is like the meat and potatoes of what is dividing humanity today.
Oh,
And from
you
my
said that because
my
I'm
answer.
Irish, didn't you?
No,
You
come
said
on,
that
man.
because I'm Irish. You said potatoes because I'm Irish. Go on, you did.
I actually said potatoes because on my live I had a prompt that said, "What would you say if you had dinner
that's
with
funny.
Jesus?" And somebody just said, "Pass the mashed potatoes," and I was just like, "Oh, okay." So we're having like a
If I had
Thanksgiving
dinner
thing.
with Jesus, I'll really ask him, was your mother really a virgin?
It's just like, don't. That's good, man.
That's a good
I
question.
cannot.
I don't even want to
So
think about
first
it.
of
Like
all,
it's just I'm here,
Yahweh.
and whatever they told.
First of all, it's Yahweh.
Here's a better
That is
So
question.
terrible.
that Jesus, I get
Here's a
you.
funny
But Yahweh,
here's a funny thing to think about, guys. All of you think about this, right? Imagine in your head how old you are. Just think in your own mind. Don't tell me. Just think of your own age, right?
Spiritually,
Now, when
or
no,
like-
your real actual age. Just think about your actual age, right?
Okay,
Just think about
44.
this in your head.
44.
Right? Now, whatever. Now, think back that many years, right?
44
and then
years.
think back 9 months before that, and imagine what your parents were doing.
I know what they were doing. They were creating me, baby. Like that's the thing. It's just like
man,
the formula
let me
is
tell
just
you
like
something.
you add 3 months
know
to your
what's
birthday,
crazy?
and that's the month that you
That-
were
I say that
probably
to my-
conceived.
You know what's crazy?
I
That
used to say that to
certain
my buddies on their birthday. I'd say they're 25. Well, think back 25 years. Now think back 9 months before that. Now think about what your parents were doing at that time. And when they're 25, that's the last thing you want to think about in your head.
You know what? You're laughing, but the thing what I'm saying is that we have been known, like we known this way before. Okay, the agenda. Okay,
What agenda?
and
Of our
and
parents.
if
Make
you
it
guys
fast. Come on,
are
it's
still
midnight
trying to
already.
figure out, if
I'm
you
And I
getting
always
guys
older
are
thought
here.
still trying to
physicists and I
figure
always thought
out
scientists are party
where
poopers,
we're
man.
going with this, because
Yeah,
there is
well, not
only
as much.
one God. When people are still trying to figure things out, certain people are gonna be saved, and then God is gonna make this
Can
world
you
know
get
that
there?
there
It's midnight
is
already.
only
I'm
one
already a day
God.
older listening to you.
Huh?
Astro, don't be so
I
rude.
thought you said 10 minutes. How much longer do
I'm
you
making
got?
fun.
You're 1 minute over your
It's already
time.
after midnight now.
Astro, like, if I may, like, Astro, I don't know if you're familiar with, like, this Einstein, like, story, where Einstein, when he was, like, being invited to everywhere because of his theory of relativity, got invited to, like, this rich, aristocratic, like, billionaire party, just so that all of them could ask him, like, publicly, just like, can you explain this E equals MC squared to us. And it is said and written that Einstein, without skipping a beat, stands up with already this frustration of trying to get his colleagues to understand like the magnitude of what he was trying to convey to the world, right? Which came in like these lost letters. But, you know, going back to this story, he stands up in front of all these like 1%ers and just says he was out on a hot German day with his blind friend and told his blind friend, man, I could really go for a cup of milk. And his blind friend was just like, what is milk? And Einstein just looks at him and says to his blind friend, milk is a white fluid. And the blind friend's just like, what is white? And Einstein says, white is the color of the feathers on a crane. And his blind friend says, what is a crane? Einstein says, the crane is a bird with a crooked neck. Now, the blind friend says, you know, I know what a neck is, but what is crooked? So this is when Einstein grabs his blind friend's arm and he pulls it straight and says, this is straight. And then he bends it at the elbow and tells his blind friend, that's crooked. And the blind friend turns to Einstein and says, oh, now I know what milk is. And then Einstein sits down.
There's a better story. Did you hear the story about Einstein was doing a talk? Here's a great talk, right? Did you hear the story? Here's the story. So Einstein was going, and he wasn't feeling very well. He was going to do a presentation, a talk on, but his driver, who had been with him for years, heard every single speech he ever gave, all of his presentations. So he knew the presentation off by heart because he's seen so many, right? So he went to the presentation. He wasn't feeling well, and his driver said, "I can give the presentation for you." And Einstein said, okay. So they kind of switched jackets, and his driver went up in front of everyone and was explaining, I think it was the photoelectric effect, I believe it was.
Just off cue cards or just off memory?
No, he knew it off by heart because he's seen Einstein display and give it so many times.
Oh.
And he, so one of the, and he, so one of the guys,
what happened? Did I cut out? Are you guys there? Houston, we have a problem. Are you guys experiencing this glitch with me? Can you guys hear me? Testing, testing. Nobody can hear the voice. Too much science. Are we still here? Okay, well. I think he might have forgot to do the little puzzle piece verification.
over the place.
Yeah, according to some men thought process that you're repeating. And you obviously believe them because you're repeating what they say.
Right. Well, Jesus is coming. He's very aroused and he's coming.
Yep. Fucking them right on out.
Confession. I miss Big Law. When I launched my own law firm, I was
thing.
Right. Do you feel
Ignoring everything else I said to glaze Putin, I don't superpowers going head to head.
head to head?
And
Yeah.
which